You are tuned to Channel 90 WMK TV, Palmetto Valley, Royale, Valhallaburg, Pacifica City. All right, yes, we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Wherever you are, my name is Makini, 90 Arts German Illustrator. Welcome you back to the greatest Sunday afternoon art show here on WMK TV. Channel 90. That is, of course, Makini Live. Good to see you guys. Hope you guys have had a great week. We are at the tail end of July. As we're getting into August, it seems it's going to get hotter from here. But hopefully, at least today, wherever you are, you guys can cool down with some great art and some great friends along the way. So, speaking of which, let's go ahead and bring in my co-hosts, of course, Mads, MamaBear, and Lombardo. How is it going? Happy Sunday, y'all!
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hey.
That's great. That's great. That's great. Oh, it's been a very interesting week. It's been a very packed week, and it feels like there's a lot going on.
Oh yeah.
The biggest.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on now. It's now officially, officially we've entered the dimension of X now. Apparently, it's not. The blue bird is. The blue bird is dead. Shut off.
I don't think it's going to stay dead.
Turned in chicken breast, basically. Barbecue and chicken breast, apparently.
Yeah, don't be counting your Twitter McNuggies at this point.
Let's go. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it. But yeah, we'll get into that because apparently Mads got some choice words for that. Bruce, not so much, but so he's stepped away from it. Of course,
he hasn't exactly been a Bluebird fan for a while now. So
exactly, and of course, if you guys have been everybody's been keeping it with me on X. I definitely stepped in it earlier this week, but we're not getting into that, please.
Nope.
But a lot did happen, at least, and what I wanted to do, but today we're kind of going back to basics, kind of. I was expressing this last Sunday show that we're going to try to focus more on the work and not rely so heavily on topics or trying to fetch out topics and trying to open up a second screen for all that ish. So let's focus on the work. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and turn on my share my screen here. Share my screen here, ladies and gentlemen. And what do we have? I am breaking my rule. We're starting on a new drawing live.
I think it's great.
Well, it's just thumbnails. That's only the first page. This is the second.
I think this is great. I think seeing the process of your imagination channel through
I might stick with this one though. Sorry. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Anyway.
You're talking to a guy that I buy storyboard memorabilia from movies I really like. Okay,
that's awesome.
That's just.
Well, you do. You've got a big old picture of Ronan's soul in your place.
By the way, I do got some stuff I want to share with y'all. Before I want to share with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Should I share that or then go to the chat? Should we go to the chat first?
Let's go to the chat first, and then
okay.
Then you can whip out your big surprise.
Okay, so thank you guys, everybody, for being here. We got 4 people watching on Rumble. No, we got 4 people watching on YouTube because apparently I forgot to set up properly on Rumble.
Oh no.
Yeah. My bad.
I had problems with that yesterday night too, so I just threw my hand in the air and not on. Fix it.
So I also got something we're going to be sharing out as well. So we got on YouTube, and plus we have it. Plus, I'm going to go over a new site that is basically the Japanese alternative to Twitter, without any of the Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I'm interested.
We'll check that out. Plus, you can translate the site in English, so don't worry.
Oh, nice.
So you can translate the site to English. Don't worry.
New site, and it's still not OnlyPens.
No, it's not. So, anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here, guys. Please do yourself a favor, share the stream out, step on that like button. If you guys are brand new, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be having a lot of new content out this week and moving forward, and we'll get into that. And of course, if you guys want to support me further, get access to exclusive art drops every month, excluding next month, you can join the 45 other members of the CSF Nation for just $1 a month. Today, if you guys join the channel just before today's the 30th, tomorrow is the last day. You have until the end of Monday if you want to join in and get access to exclusive to this month's art batches, which are pretty hefty. So I look forward to seeing that. Let's see if we can get some. Let's see if we can get to 50 today. Let's see if we can get to 50 before the summer's over. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for being here, guys. Let's see who is in the chat power. Here we are. Yes, we are back. We're only 5 minutes late, not like 10 minutes late this time. So I'm getting better. A lot better. Anyway,
no, you're in good company, though. You're in good company because my buddy Nick Weiser, Gary Nerdrotic, none of these shows start quote unquote on time.
Mm-hmm. We got the only Psycho Dwarf 9, which I will be sharing out. He's been sending me some stuff this week that I think Bruce is going to love, and I think you guys are going to love too. So Psycho Dwarf 9, good to see you, my friend. If you guys don't know, Psycho Dwarf 9 is coming all the way from Loki's Mornings of Mischief, and it's good to see him here. Make it over to Makini Live as well. Okay, and of course, MamaBear saying, everybody, shut up. That's not what this is. Okay, Power, thank you so much. It's Power. Don't get started. Don't start with me, okay? Shockwave running on a D20, High School of the Gods kind of thing. There you go. I'm prepping and cooking. There you go. Everybody's cooking today. Lucky Neko, good to see you, my friend. Yes, X and Japan has made their own Twitter to preserve art being hijacked by AI and freaks. Yep, we're going to get into that. X, boy, that X sure is hot. It's Lucky Neko. Spinning like mad and is marking the spot. Exactly. We'll get into that. Is he allowed to whip it out on YouTube? What are you talking about, Cage? I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about. But anyway,
give me a second while I whip this out.
Excuse me, Cage.
He's responding to my comment because I did say you were going to whip out your big surprise.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, Cage, good to see you, my friend.
Hey, Johnny.
Thanks for having my back this week. That's all I'm going to say. Thanks for having my back last week, man. I really appreciated that. So we do have a lot to get into. This is basically going to be a channel update because a lot of today's focus is just on updates towards the channel. Hence the title, Eyes Facing Forward. So you guys will see what's coming down the pipeline. So before we get started on all of this, before we really get started getting into the topics, I do have there's a couple things I want to share before we really get into it. By the way, guys, there is a link. Mads, if Mads can do that for us, there is a link to a specific comic that just hit 300 backers last night, and I want to share that out. So check that out down below. Check that out, and we'll go into that later as well. So we got a lot to get into. But before we get started, I do have something I want to share with you guys. So I made a funny little post earlier last week that everybody, and this came from something that I found on X. I cannot get used to that.
I'm never going to call it that.
It's a funny little thing I found, and I'm going to share my system audio here. And this came from something that got everybody's attention, and it seemed to anger the internet, I guess. But let me share you guys this. Mm-hmm. There you go. So nobody has seen this clip before, but I'm going to post this up. So.
Oh, I've seen this.
Granted, I'm with Rosetta. That outfit is grabbing a lot of attention. That is a surefire way to grab a lot of attention. That is in a public place.
It is an odd choice for like a movie theater or something.
Odd choice for a movie theater. And apparently she's an Instagram model and such like that. And I want to share a fun little tweet because this was my quote tweet.
Hold up. Go back into that for a sec.
Yes.
Those are Shazam buckets.
The hell?
Yep.
What was that?
This is old. It's like when part 2 was out, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I saw those at the theater when I was doing their grease trap.
So anyway, that was my response here. Must resist drawing this outfit. And I appreciate everybody. I don't want to say thank you to everybody in the responses because Loki, Animane, Horror Murata, Debachadai, Derek, everybody in the chat. Mongo was even to me. I love all of y'all. Yes, Man Squatch. So many people in my freaking chat was just like, draw the outfit. I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. I will do it. Now, I did do it. And this is what I came up with. And you guys are going to like this. I made this into a funny little edit, so it got a bit of traction too. So you guys gonna love this. You guys gonna absolutely love this. That, yes, Mads called it. Even though I told her to shut up about it, but yes, she called it.
Yes, I did.
I did use Chun-Li. I did use Thunder Thighs for this one. So, yes, I did do it. That was a lot of fun. Apparently, for some reason, I kept having trouble uploading it to Shorts. For some reason, Shorts wouldn't allow me to post that, so I had to just post it to Twitter. So, however, that wasn't the only short. That wasn't the only clip that for some reason I kept getting an error message when I tried to upload it to Shorts, because I got another clip, by the way, I'm going to share with you guys. All right, so the drawing that I did last week was windy. So if anybody didn't get that, it was windy. So I'm going to share with you guys this. Yeah, for some reason I couldn't post that to YouTube, and that was what I was drawing last week. That was Wendy from Gravity Falls. That was the next. That and Chun-Li are also a part of this month's art batch for my channel members. So you guys will be getting that in your batches this month, going out 5th to the 7th. Dipper would have blown aneurysm. I agree 100%. I was loving the quote tweets, though. I was freaking loving the quote tweets the whole time. So it's not the second time. This is the only time. This is the second time I draw Wendy from Gravity Falls. So that was a lot of fun, and I did do that step by step in the new art, step by step in using the tutorial that I was talking about in last Sunday's show. I probably should do Pacifica at some point. Anyway, those things I want to share. Now, something I want to share with Psycho Dwarf and Bruce. You're gonna love this. So I'm gonna go into my own DMs for this one. Now, so it started on, I think it was on Wednesdays, Mornings of Mischief. People were bringing Psycho Dwarf was bringing me a couple of things here, and this was some of his
all
stuff.
That white is gonna dry clear. And yes, I see the white fleckies on the
Psycho
model.
Dwarf,
That's dry
so Bruce,
spray
Psycho
from
Dwarf
other
got
stuff.
back into
I can't do
painting.
anything about it at this stage.
That's so good to hear,
all
sir.
the primer from like Vallejo, all their model primer, it did that. I'm just gonna find a new, and I see a seam that I didn't take care of. I'm just gonna find a new thing of primer. I'm gonna be redoing the water there, making the splashes more splashy, and I see a little bit in between the legs that got missed entirely. So hey, but it comes along.
There you go. So, and I see what's this. Also, what is this?
That's dope, Psycho Dwarf.
Kits that I always talk about.
Uh-huh.
These are they have a bunch of the paints inside.
Mm-hmm.
This is the last one I bought.
Nice.
Nice little pistol carry case.
So this is some of the stuff he's been sending me this throughout last week, and these are really, really good stuff. Some of them take about 6-ish hours to do. I'm definitely getting Fallout vibes from this one. Fallout / Resistance vibes. But you can see that he kept going. He kept going. This
is my resume. In times when a lot of people didn't read, when you hired a carpenter, when you hired a craftsman, when you hired someone to do your cabinets, they would bring their toolbox.
Mm-hmm.
Their toolbox was their resume.
Yep.
How good are the joins? Is there any fancy work? Is it clean? Has it been all bunged up other than just going to work? This is how you knew a craftsman.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is my resume. I intend to take you folks from here. Excuse me. I intend to take you folks from here through what you saw. I intend to bring up things like this. And I want you to pay particular attention. If you look closely, the goggles on his mask are blue. And he's not big.
Mm-mm.
I'm also going to be taking you through something like this.
Wow.
This is the midpoint of the journey, but I've made some alterations.
Wow.
So,
a lot of war gamers that do magnetic parts like that.
Mm-hmm.
Come with me, and let's do some artwork.
Y'all gotta stream together. Like you two gotta stream together. T-shirt everybody in the gaming space, because I've been amazed by the stuff he's been painting, because a lot of it is similar to what you do, man. And this is everything he's been showing me all last week. See, I get Eifert vibes from that. I get serious
Trollkin.
Mm-hmm.
War Machine.
Even get some freaking Warhammer vibes too. Yeah. So yeah, he's been sharing this with me, all stuff. That's some of his paints as well.
Oh man, he uses P3. I would have never thought he used P3 paints.
There you go. There you go. I know Psycho Dwarf probably is not watching right now, but yeah. Thank you for sharing this, man. Thank you so much for sharing this. I always love it when
good, dude.
When people, I always love when people share me this stuff. And he was telling me that, I got him back into painting again. So I was like, that's really, really good to hear. And I mean that. It is really, really good to hear. So yeah, man, thank you so much. And yeah, please keep sending if you like. I will definitely check them out, and I'll definitely share them when I can. So thank you so much, man. I'm really, really, really do mean that. So This was something I wanted to share with you guys before we kind of get started on the whole show today. So interesting. Interesting.
Well,
okay. Anyway,
the he says he can't afford to replace 50 odd paints, which I can understand that. These bottles cost about $3, $2.89 to like $4, depending on where you go. And this is Reaper brand. This is a brand I use. I recommend everybody use Reaper because the pigmentation on it is about perfect. You use 2 drops of paint and 3 drops of water. You mix that together and you get a really good coverage. This is a fire giant that I restarted this last week because a friend of mine painted it for me 10 years ago, and I realized when it was on the table it needed some work, and so I redid the majority of them and got it down. And now he's waiting for varnish, but I think this is a lot better than what we had beforehand. I use Reaper. I know that some people think that's kind of expensive. I think Reaper's a lot better price than GW stuff. Or Citadel, excuse me. The Citadel / Games Workshop stuff is typically what's used for Warhammer, which I saw he has some really good model kits there. But his paint job, his finished work looks really good.
Absolutely.
And if you want to hang out sometime, just get in touch with me through the typical channels. I don't have Twitter. I use Discord.
Exactly. Thank you all so much. Thank you for sharing that with me. Thank you for sharing that. So I can do if I want to share that now. There's something else I will be sharing later on in the show, so we'll get into that. Now, let's go ahead and get into first thing we're going to get into. Let's go ahead and just figure out. I think I am honestly going to stick with. I think for this one, let's give number 2 a shot. Let's give number 2 a shot. Now, who are we drawing though?
I don't know. Those kind of look like fairy wings out back.
Yes, because it is a fairy.
Nice.
Everyone want to bring up the short stack army. Everyone want to bring up that whole short stack army. Here's why. This is. Oh wait, it's not even sharing my fucking screen. I'm not even sharing my screen. It's not even sharing the full screen. Hang on, let me share.
You drawing the original short stack?
No, I'm drawing Batilla from Rayman Legends.
Also good.
Let me share. Let's not share audio. This is Batilla. Yes, long hair and everything. So I'm gonna go crazy with this. This is gonna be a lot of fun today. So yes, we're drawing fairies. We're drawing short stacks. Shut up, Power.
So cute.
It is cute. It is very cute. So I'm gonna go with it. So we're gonna go and get right into this. Let's go and get into the character stuff now. So shut up, y'all. Shut up, Power. All right, let's go ahead and start a new canvas. We're gonna do. I've been going for longer canvases. This Dan and Fuga addicted me. Shut up! And she was actually making addressing the whole AI controversy because her stuff has been marked as like AI on some stuff. She mentioned it on her Patreon. So yeah, Stan, I've been supporting her for 4 years, and and it's easily, I can easily tell that it's her work and it's not AI. So I've seen it long enough. I've been supporting her long enough to be able to notice that. So shut up there, shut up, Johnny. All right. Anyway, let's do 1600 by.
Psycho Dwarf. I know Citadel paints can be up to $7 a bottle. That's their price typically at most of the higher price, more bougie game stores, which I don't understand why they want to have art supplies be so much. But the Reaper paints can be about up to $4.50 a bottle, and that's for like the higher tier metallic paints. Usually they're around $3 and change. If you get a kit that like a pistol case I was showing you, the paint set 1 through 5 is typically between $40 and $50, and you get 10 to 12 paints in each one of those. So that might be worth your money.
Power, guys, y'all need to stop, okay?
It could be a character to look into.
I'm not. Okay, never mind. Forget it.
I'm not saying if you do it today, sir. I understand.
I'm not saying no. Let's not get carried away with this. Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Don't want to draw no short people around here.
Mads. I heard that. Okay, I heard that.
He knows me.
Y'all been teasing me all. Y'all been teasing me all last week.
Because it's fun.
Had a blast last week.
Sorry, my phone is going. New phone too. I got a new phone as well.
That's the MILF Army.
You know what? You right here. You.
You're fired. Oh, right. You're unfired. I need you. Come here.
Give me any ideas. Well, don't give me ideas, okay? All right. Okay, let me give you 1 second. I need to set my start watch. Let me set my watch yet. And stop. And Aaron Johnson, good to see you, my friend. You gotta go. Stop it, Johnny. Stop, y'all. Okay, let's get it. Okay, and I'm gonna start my stopwatch here, and let's go. Okay. All right. So, should we get into the updates first, or should we get into the X thing? Because Matt seems very interested in that right now.
Oh, we can get into the updates.
You don't want to get into the fact that it's the bird app. The bird is dead.
It's not dead.
You know what? That's a good. You know what? That's a good question to ask the chat. Place your bets how much that bird app is going to revert back to Twitter, or how much X is going to revert back to Twitter.
I can guarantee it. You know why?
Why?
Ask me who has the copyright on X.
Who has the copyright on X?
Isn't that the Meta guy?
Yeah, Zuckerberg has the copyright on X, not Elon.
Oh, I see now. So can I? So do I need to quote Mark of the Season? This is the part where it gets juicy.
Yeah.
Because let's be real here. You know, Threads isn't doing too hot, and not everybody's fond of the. Not everybody. I've seen reactions. Not everybody's willing to call this X.
I'm not going to call it X.
Despite the fact that the Bird app has been basically the 11th circle of hell.
Hey, as much as I enjoy doing math, I've already served my time with that level of math. I ain't searching for anybody's X anymore.
That's not. So what you're saying is the new change is a little on the nose, right, man? It's for you, a little on the nose.
I mean, literally, I had a friend this week who has been off of Twitter for a bit, dealing with real life stuff, and he one day looked down at his phone and saw that there was this X app loaded on his phone, and his first thought was, I'm not going to check this at work. When your name comes across as a corn site,
you mean basically X videos should sue for defamation and should sue for copyright infringement? Shut up! Don't even say it. I heard all y'all in the chat. Shut up. Because everybody was making that joke.
Though I'm just going to say, if you're really going to stick hard with naming your company X, maybe don't, tag restrict my friend, because his drawings are too spicy. If your name kind of sounds like a corn site, there's no such thing as spicy drawings.
They ain't going to do that. They ain't going to do that.
Me and Makini are going to go to the Japanese Twitter because I bet you it's more free speech over there than some site out of Texas or California.
I wouldn't go in to say it's free speech, but it's Twitter without the Twitter, essentially. And it's getting people in a tussy because it's like, no, we're not going to take all this drama that you see when in regards to, the interactions, people just throwing a tussy. None of that's welcome there. So if you want to post, you post your photos, post your work, post your art and everything. Don't post your thoughts. It's not, you know what I mean. Your hot takes and stuff. That's not what it's for. And I think somebody put it in a good way that it's basically, it's a Japanese site. It's not run by a mega corporation or anything. It's run by a group of people. They did this out of pocket. So this is all like community based, community built, and I was watching I think it was either a Rev video or a Hero Hey video that that you can't this is a Japanese site, so you got to treat it with respect. You can't come in and just dirty up all their floors, treat it like that. You know what I mean? That knows what I mean. Like,
oh
yeah, this is their house. You treat them with respect, and they'll treat you with respect, and that's what I've been trying to do. So, there are proper tags. They will allow not safe for work content straight up. It's just, and you just
so your hands are safe. Okay.
Just make sure your hand. Shut up, man. You just messed what I set up.
But the chat loves it when I do that.
Just make sure that you put the proper tags in and make sure you label it as not safe for work. And either that or they'll probably do it for you. So that's totally fine with me. And just trying to understand the lay of the land there. But the site is called misskey.io, and I will show it to you guys in just a little bit. Now I'm kind of interested in this, that Zuckerberg created Threads when he could have, this could have been a slam dunk thing since he owns X, apparently, since he owns the web rights to X, and he could have just... Awesome?
Elon's big plans, and he didn't check to see who owned the rights to it.
Apparently he took over a Twitter account that was already named X. I mean, I find that interesting. I find that very interesting, to say the least. Show of hands. I'm gonna put this in the poll. I'm gonna put a poll up here. Who refers to? And I'll just put X or Twitter. Let's ask our audience public here what's going on with that. Now, now I know for the fact that the same rules are still probably going to be applied, no matter what their attempt to try to make it despite Elon's attempts to try to make it, the everything app. It's when you try to appeal to more general public, there's going to be a lot of restrictions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Yeah, because I'm ready to get shit. Where do I mail it? Oh, wow, Johnny. Wow. Wow, that's a little on the nose, don't you think?
X actually does have a few votes. I'm impressed.
Apparently, X is going to give it to you. So, it's just...
Though when it comes,
I understand. So he's stepping out of this. It's just
when it comes to that debate, though, we have several sports arenas, two of which have been around for quite a while, and that's where the Blue Jays play and the Raptors and Leafs play. I can't tell you what they're called now because the name has changed. I think the one is the Rogers Center, one may be Sony Center, I'm not sure. Everyone here in Toronto, myself included, still refers to them as the Sky Dome and the Air Canada Center.
Which sounds a lot better. As long as they're alludes, I don't care. It's
always going to be the Sky Dome. They can call it whatever they want. That little nutsack at the base of the CN Tower, that's the Sky Dome. Sorry. You have to see a picture of the two of them together. It is, I love my city, but it is wrong looking those two together.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. That is crazy. That's funny.
Thanks, Megatron.
Damn, I don't know which to vote. Wow. Yeah, people are pervert. People want the bird app, despite the bird app wasn't even better to begin with. It's just funny to just kind of see what's going on here, and then we'll see. You know, I'm assuming we're not going to hear the end of it this week, and now you brought that up, and I'm like, huh. This is going to be great. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'm going to.
Please.
Perfect.
Here's my stance. Okay. Oh, go ahead. What's this?
Okay, this is a former Pizza Hut building. All right. Now you can color this however you want to, but until you wreck the entire building to the foundation and rebuild, when I look at that, I know that's a Pizza Hut in its original design, right? That's what we were all grown up with. That's what we had in our 20s, for us Gen Xers up into our 30s. And when you see this, that's a Pizza Hut. That's a Pizza Hut.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Pizza Hut. It says Denny's. It's Pizza Hut. Stop lying to me, Denny's. That's a Pizza Hut. It's the Pizza Hut. We all know this. That right there, they took the top off. Okay, that they've changed the roof. Good job. Pizza Hut. I understand exactly what Mads is saying. You got that little nutsack at the bottom of the building. I know what you are.
I think Denny's remodel was effective.
I'm actually gonna just give me a second.
She's gonna bring her seats. You all gonna see it.
Here we go.
I love you.
Of course
Here we go.
I'm delightful.
You sexy mother lovers, you.
What is going on? Are you guys even showing me? Is my screen showing?
Not
or are
yet.
you just gonna see as a white space?
White space.
I'm seeing some white
What
space.
the hell? Okay. All right, let me change that again. Okay. Where is it? Okay. No. Where's my? Okay, here we go. Clip Studio. There we go. Much better. Okay. Anyway, what do you have us to show for us, man? Because it seems that you want to get into this remodel conversation. But basically, what you're saying is,
Maki, check Twitter.
Why do you need to send him to Twitter? Why can't you just share the screen out?
I can try.
We need to get Mads a new PC or
yes, we
Chromebook.
do.
Tell you what, if I win that $90 million lotto grand prize, we'll do better than that.
I can see what you're going for, but that's only from one dome. I don't see the second dome.
Yes, but that's the Toronto skyline. That's the CN Tower.
Yes,
the tallest building in Toronto, and for a long time was the tallest building in the world. And that little round thing, that's the Sky Dome.
Okay.
Now, all of you delightfully perverted people, what do you see?
I see one nutsack and a penis.
Matt, press Control and Plus at the same time.
You have to tell Monkey that.
Hold on. I'm going to help her out with this because you're not really. We find a larger.
That's the Toronto skyline.
we need something. Okay, that's perfect. We just need a bigger. We need a bigger image here so we can actually blow it up.
Megatron, you ain't right.
Okay, this is the closest thing I could find, Mads.
Yep.
All right, this is the closest thing I could find. Let's see.
Again.
Roger.
Oh, that's what they call it.
Yeah, it's called Roger Center. So
yeah, it's still the Sky Dome. Everyone in Toronto calls it the Sky Dome.
Nice skyline, though. I love that.
Yeah, gorgeous.
It's pretty. It's pretty.
And every, I use the Pizza Hut analogy in a lot of situations.
Mainly because no matter how much you change it, it's still shit, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know what that building was. You know exactly what that building was.
No matter how much you change it.
You mean the new Tammy used to be Tom? She's got a Madam's apple? Sure.
It still is what it is, and it's just like, yeah.
I don't want to get too spicy.
Don't get too spicy with that.
Getting the yellow dollar sign of sadness on my account.
Besides, the Cammy, what did you say? What was the analogy that you said
Tammy
again?
with a T. Tammy with a T. Used to be Tommy. Used to be known as Tom. Went to school as Tom. Now it's Tammy. And now Tammy.
You do know off topic. You do know that Tammy, I'm referring to as is now desperate for attention and trying to charge $40,000 to appear at schools and such, right?
I don't doubt it. I heard about Gorlock the Destroyer last week, and I'm still stuttering over $3,000 for the appearance fee, and I'm like, that just covers catering for Gorlock.
Why 40,000 for? Well, I think it was like 4,000 for 40,000 for appearance. I'm like,
okay, I'll tell you why it's 40,000. Because the money's
I'm sorry.
there.
Bruce,
the money's there. The schools have the money to do that. If you really go into the budgeting, the state will fund that to shove an agenda.
Bruce,
40,000 for this person thinks they're Beyonce. Jesus Christ.
Bruce,
I know.
I want you to tell me. I want you to look at me dead in my eye and tell me that this isn't the biggest grift we've ever seen.
This is the largest grift that we have seen up till now.
Oh, you don't think you can? Oh, you think you can out?
It's gonna go bigger, dude. It's gonna go so much bigger. This grift shit. This is gonna get so much worse before we're fucking old, gray, and in the ground.
I have no clue, Johnny.
Gorlock the Destroyer. She's that fat girl that was on some really bad podcast.
Yeah, but
somebody dubbed her voiceover, which is a he actually, if I remember right, and they dubbed her voiceover with Java the Hutt voice.
Yeah, that particular person is trans.
Okay, then. And that was the one that was on that show boasting about how hot they were, right?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah,
that one.
By the way,
right
Anna and Chrissy Mayer were on that show too.
I didn't see Chrissy Mayer on.
Anna was on there though.
I just watched the one with Anna, that Star Wars girl, and I can't discuss it here.
Okay.
No, but yeah,
really, Gorlock is no the first the Tammy I'm referring to, his last name is Mulvaney.
Oh, you mean the one that didn't feel safe in the States? So
went to fly to Peru.
And that's the part that kills me, because no woman out there goes on a solo trip and then announces that they're on a solo trip and where they are,
especially to South America.
That's a great way of making sure you're not safe.
Yes, if you good travel advice, guys, to anyone who's tripping. I've been saying this to any woman out there who is planning the trip to South America. Go with your friends.
Yeah. And that's male or female.
Exactly. Go with your friends, your family. Don't go alone. It's hilarious. It's just, I'm just like, wait a minute. So you're flying off to Peru just because you don't feel safe here, which I call BS on every single facet of that. But But you're now so desperate for attention that you're charging $45,000 just for appearances on just for appearances at schools, at colleges.
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing, yo. I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing. I just want to say this again. I got nothing.
Clown world.
I got nothing. It still has an all bag. It says Emerald. That's a good point, Emerald. It's just absolute insanity. Just absolute insanity. And I forgot the other thing. Oh, that's right. Bruce is probably going to relay to this. They've tried so hard to put down Sound of Freedom that it's actually going international, starting in August.
The funny part is that now Hollywood
it's going to blow up. It is going to blow up in South American countries, hands down.
Hollywood is telling people that they're going to make Christian-based movies that will bring the conservative-based audience that turns out in droves for The Sound of Freedom or Passion of the Christ. And they're going to make movies that those people are looking for, because obviously Hollywood seems to be thinking they've lost something when they see a $370 million expenditure on Indiana Jones and the Dial of Dysentery. And then you have a $14 million cost on a movie that was held up for 4 years before it was released. And it's made over $70 million easily after all its bills are paid. Hollywood's like, how do we get in on this? This sounds like a good idea. We just gotta make Christian movies that Christians like. Oh, we'll do that again. We'll do that. This is hilarious.
It is hilarious. And
so I'm guessing you weren't a fan of the Dial of Viagra?
Well, it beat Mission Impossible. It beat Mission
movie.
Impossible. That was insane.
I don't recognize movies in a series after the series has ended. And as much as I might want to beat on Shia LaBeouf, I don't recognize Raiders of the Lost Ark Part 4. I don't recognize there's a possible Part 5. Anything that Kathleen Kennedy, the destroyer of worlds, has put her mitts on, I don't value it. There's not a way in hell for you to force me to watch that for free. And I am the master of navigating the high seas. I can find any movie I want right now. Within 10 minutes, I can be watching the opening credits without problems. It might have gambling adverts on it, but I could watch it.
Just
and I would never watch anything that Disney made with Kathleen Kennedy.
Just do it through. All I can say is sail responsibly. Do it through Brave, where there's no ad, where you don't have to deal with ads.
I'm just gonna highlight this comment because that needs to be said louder for the people in the back row.
Well, it's crappy superhero fatigue. Listen,
yep, not superhero fatigue. It's crappy movie fatigue.
Have you looked at Secret Invasion?
No.
Exactly.
Exactly.
What the comic book from the 90s that was really good?
No, that was Marvel's latest TV run.
I see where you're going there,
and
Bruce.
It was a hit.
Wait, is this the thing that we get the stills from where Samuel L. Jackson is getting ready to tonsil kiss some alien?
Yeah,
thing?
and we have Daenerys, Daenerys from Game of Thrones.
Yep.
In some of the worst CGI I've seen since She-Hulk.
Oh, dude, she looks so hot when
have
she's
depressed. Have you seen that arm?
Have you
seen that arm that she was like, the hell is this?
Emilia Clarke is a great actress.
Hang on. I'm going to bring that arm up.
Yeah, Sam Jackson.
We having fun today. We are having fun today.
We are having fun.
Playing tonsil hockey. Oh my god, that's just fun.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we want to fucking spend money on for our kids, right? Because Disney Plus, they put out good stuff
I say this as somebody who is both a fan of DC and Marvel. Right now, I'm not taking my kid to see a DC movie.
I just want to note the date is the 30th of July, 2023. Mad's Mama Bear has said,
Excuse
DC
me.
is not
Excuse
getting
me.
her money.
Excuse me.
No.
Excuse me.
They are.
I'll
My
let
kid
the-
is. My kid is not going to see DC right now
Excuse me.
because she does not need to see male bums.
I need to. Excuse me. I want to raise my hand here or raise my arm here.
Yes, my love. I'm still watching Aquaman 2, though.
I just want to, can somebody explain this to me, please?
You can diss her all you want. I think she's prettier without the blonde wig.
But but as a scroll though?
I don't care. This doesn't exist. This is fan fiction that you've got on screen.
Mock?
Is that what you call it?
That's exactly what I fucking call it. This is the worst fan fiction that somebody's like, oh my god, we got to make this into a 5-part movie series.
And you're referring to Johnny's comment, aren't you?
It'll ruin.
Johnny's comment, aren't you, Bats?
This is going to ruin fucking kids just like the Twilight series did.
I was going to make a similar comment, actually.
You see my fucking hand?
Now we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready? Ready?
Ready!
Johnny, that's good. I'm gonna give you that one. Oh, he's look.
I love that stuff, Jafo.
What's up?
First discover the hub, You know
what? I thought about just going full. I thought about just going full mask off for No Nut November. Just like let's see how my work can actually break some people.
I may remind you of that when November comes back around.
Oh yeah, we might do that. Emerald, I might turn a not safe for work Maki for an entire month.
Hey man, here's hoping that once November comes around, we can bring a return to Thirst Day.
Probably not going to happen anytime soon.
That's what it's like November.
Cycling Wars 9 hits it on the head. If they'd only make good fan fiction, we'd go spend money on it. But my tier, my bar barrier to entry is seeing Kathleen Kennedy involved on anything, and if she's involved, I'm out. I'm done.
Well, it's been a long road ahead, and I just don't care anymore. Just don't care anymore. It's just either it's gonna happen or it's not. I'll believe it when I see it, just the same way as I believe the whole aliens thing. No, we're not gonna get into the aliens UFO sightings.
The government says they're real now.
This isn't the channel.
The government says they're real.
Hey,
I am not saying this. Let me explain this. I'm not gonna say it's like, no, I believe it, I don't believe it. I'm just saying this isn't the channel for it. So there's a lot of other channels that goes deep into that talk. This ain't it, Chief.
People who want to talk to you about your health now want to talk to you about aliens. Okay? I disbelieve. I actively disbelieve.
I have had the same opinion for decades. And actually Third Rock from the Sun did put it best.
Mm-hmm.
There are billions upon billions of galaxies throughout the universe, and planets and billions upon billions of planets within those galaxies.
Mm-hmm.
To think our planet is the only one with intelligent life is a little short-sighted, and mathematically it doesn't make sense.
Are we going to discuss this for
That's all I'm going to say on it.
Okay.
Mathematically, it makes sense.
All I'm going to say is, considering everything that's been happening for the past decade or so, why us? We're basically,
you know what?
I still believe that we are the laughing stock of some intergalactic council. Our solar system is like the Detroit.
You know what? And Psycho
Okay.
Dwarf had one of my opinions that I said on a chat. I don't even remember which one it was at this point. We're a reality show I think we're a whole series of reality shows. I mean, and we could go across the board of various areas. Like, you can't tell me Australia isn't Survivor. You know, we have the West Wing. We have, God, what was that British royalty show? You know, you've got that.
Listen, I'm just saying, Naz, I'm just saying, our planet, not our planet, our entire solar system is a joke, okay? You may not realize, you're laughing, but you know I'm right.
No, I'm laughing at power.
If Disney was a car.
Oh, yeah. If people, and as Johnny said, we're fascinating. If people watch Jerry Springer, aliens would watch us.
Yeah, we're trash TV, okay? We're the trash TV of the Intergalactic Council, okay?
Oh yeah, you know there's some alien turning on their TV or whatever equivalent of going, let's see what's going on in Florida now.
What's going on in Earth right now?
I genuinely believe we're a series of reality shows.
I'm waiting for Assassin's Creed: The Villages.
I'm betting you guys, I'm gonna place my bets and I'm gonna call it. There's probably another planet out there with life that are probably more embarrassed than we are. If not, then we are the biggest laughing stock.
I want to hang with them.
Yeah, exactly.
If the aliens have like a fraction of the snark that the late great chef, he was Asia Argento's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that guy,
Bourdain.
Yeah, rest in peace, my good friend. God, I miss that guy. He was so fun to watch on the cooking networks.
Oh yeah.
But he, if the aliens have like a fraction of the snark and sarcasm he had, like I want to go hang with aliens. I'm done. I'm done with humanity. Like I'll admit you exist. Like the pyramids, the walls of the pyramids, all the ancient statues and ancient art that shows us bowing down to reptilian masters. They were right. Whatever. David Icke, I'll give you $5. Here you go. But let me go hang with the aliens because they're fucking sarcastic and snarky as hell. Anthony Bourdain, God bless that man. I want to do
Bruce? That. Let's make her nerdy. I'm in the glasses. Fucking putting glasses on. Make her nerdy. Yeah.
The only thing that they didn't address that, let's face it, the entire world wants to know. And this is the thing that would completely fuel space programs to make people want to traverse the galaxy. Can we bang them?
If aliens have thick short stacks, oh my God.
You guys both know that if they confirmed that we could knock boots with aliens, there would be a huge rush to traverse the galaxy, and everyone would be getting their Captain Kirk on.
And we have to make a huge memorial for William Shatner because he was the first
blue collar James T. Kirk.
Exactly.
James T. Kirk.
Everyone would be getting their Captain Kirk on. To boldly go where no man has gone before. Over and over again.
Or woman.
Happily blow where no man has nutted before. Yes.
You know what? If they're fine with procreating and repopulating the Earth, that's fine. It's just that we're probably gonna have some weird kids. We're just probably gonna have some really interspecies kids going on here. I'm just saying.
Well,
I'm just saying.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it. Like I see the green girls on Star Trek 2009.
No. Let's not go. No, Bruce.
Yes.
No, I want an Asari Twi'lek hybrid. Okay.
If only you knew an artist that was capable of drawing that.
You know what? Freaking Asaris. Okay. Freaking Asaris. 2 words. App spiritual.
If that's seriously what's going on, then we've just figured out the space race of 2020. Okay, because we got Elon and Jeff Bezos there, both freshly divorced, and if they were able to find some Orion Poon, like they would immediately strap in to their penis-shaped ships, and they would completely just go off to find a new ex-wife among the cosmos.
Mm-hmm.
I can afford another $1 billion loss.
The question is, like, would we be getting like an only probe site or that kind of stuff?
Tentacles only. Just
right?
imagine.
Asaris can mate with anyone. They're just basically seen as female. I'm fine. I'm just like, can we just get a front, back, 3/4 view? I'm like, I'll think about it.
Are there aliens out there like the chick from Total Recall?
What are the risks? No.
Like, I mean, but you can't deny if they found a planet of women like the chick from Total Recall or that one from Family Guy, there would be a large all-male mission just going to explore those planets.
Or Amazons.
Exactly. Let's say the one from Futurama.
No, Futurama. Yeah.
Yeah. Pay for probe only on channel 42.
I'll be like, if that was true, I'd be like, well, this is gonna be the last show of Makini Live. I'm going to be off of my space expedition, and next time the show will be in the Amazonian planet.
Mm-hmm. Death by Snoo.
Exactly. Thank y'all. I love y'all. I'm off to repopulate the human race.
You would have a large list of volunteers willing to go with you. Who wants to challenge Death by Snoo? Oh, me.
The trick is, I got to bring him back.
Just get off my Reddit.
We got to shut up, Briss. No. We got to bring him back, though. We got to find a way to bring him back, though, man. So
hey, Bandito.
I'm all about them thick, muscular gams you see in our Death by Snoo.
Hey, Mock.
Oh my.
Mock.
I'm just saying. What?
Mock.
What?
Emerald Taurus's comment.
Invade her Venus with your...
It's a very fine day.
You serious?
Why was it getting an echo there?
Oh, is she? Oh, yeah. We did. Oh, this because I had the screen on. Never mind. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna get into that. Yeah, we'll get into some changes for the. We'll get into some change for the channel in just a moment. I do want to say one thing, and I did tell my chat this, and I'm only gonna say it once.
Yes.
I got new super chat clips. I'm not saying people drop super. I'm just saying I got new super chat clips, and they're much longer.
I thought you told us not to talk about that.
I know. I'm just saying it once. I'm saying it once to let people know we got new super chat clips. So
nice and long ones.
You don't have. You don't. No. I'm not saying give me. I'm not just. I just want to let my chat know we have new super chat clips. So. I haven't even shown them to Bruce and Mads.
No, that is true. We have not seen them.
So yeah, I'm just saying
his new big long super chats.
You guys are welcome to. I'm just saying, if you guys decide to today or any time at this point, you can
I knew Megatron would catch that one.
All right. Okay, $2 super chat from the one and only, our newest mod, Stunning and Brave Megatron. Stunning, I appreciate you saying the longer the better. Thank you and shut up. So for that one, so I gotta do a $2 super chat. All right. You know what? This is our newest clip, and I'm gonna say this right now. We're gonna get claimed for it, but I don't care. Just for this one moment.
I made my money, bitches.
I don't mind. I don't mind. We're gonna get clipped for. We are going to get copyright claim for this one. But you know what? Thank you for the $2 super chat, Stunning. This one is just for you. It's been a long time coming, like a couple weeks, but finally I have Street Fighter 6 clips. And I got 5 of them, and I'll be adding more next week, so.
Who was the girl in the beanie?
That was Skyla. That was the modded character.
I don't know. Okay, so I'm not gonna buy.
That was Skyla. That was the character I modeled for her, so.
That looked really good. It was really clear.
Yeah.
Didn't pixelate out on us.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I got 4 more. So have at it, guys. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay,
So,
we also have Parrothead in the chat.
Okay,
Parrothead's
thank you.
amazing.
Good to see you, Parrothead. And then we got this one and only Sean Art Attack.
I do have to highlight. I will highlight all, both of them when I get there.
Yes.
Parrothead saying.
So I hope you guys
if
like
it's so
the new
long,
Super
it's
Chat
dragging on the
clip.
ground. If it's too long, and
hope
of
you
course,
guys enjoy
yes,
this.
of course, we have the phenomenal Sean of Art
So-
Attack.
So
And if you
I
guys
hope
are not watching them, why not?
So anyway, like I said, guys, I hope you guys like the new Super Chats, Super Chat clips. I have 5 total that I made from yesterday. So if you guys want to see the other 4, I'm not asking you to. I never try to ask. You guys know me, Mads person to me. I never try to ask. So, but they are there if you're interested. So, all right.
I do like Sean's stance on it though.
What?
He's saying when it comes to what do you prefer to call it, X or Twitter? I prefer neither, and we will now call the site Twix. I like that.
Wait a minute. That's the candy bar, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That's brilliant. You should just that should have been perfect. Just call it Twix.
Yep.
Oh,
and I'm sure he would have just as much legal right to call it Twix as he does X.
Exactly.
I have a response to Psycho Dwarf though.
Everybody,
where he says, "Welcome to America, where inches are better than centimeters." I am just going to say.
Hey, you know what? You're fine. Okay, go ahead.
I'm just going to say, would you all rather say that you're 7 inches or 17 centimeters?
7 inches sounds better.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't want to say 17?
I've basically been obsessed with referring everything by kilograms instead of weight now. Just like curb weight and stuff like that. It's like
Exactly.
I like curb weight. I like using curb weight, and I like using kilograms just because it's just sounds more scientific. But let me know what you guys think of that new super chat clip. Of course, it is using a song that will be claimed, and the reason I use that just because that specific moment just fit it so perfectly. So I was like, I'll update it next week with a new, with a more copyright friendly song. So
5 centimeters is 12.7. Sorry, 5 inches is 12.7 centimeters.
Okay, so what's 12 inches then?
Painful. 30.48.
Like he said, what's 12 inches is painful? It's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you that one. That was good. I'll give you that one. Oh.
See? Megatron's with me.
No, I appreciate that. That was clever. That was clever. I like that. I kind of. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, I got new clips. So if you guys want to see the other 4, you guys know what to do. So that's all I'll say in the matter. So I hope you guys like the new clips too. So
I'm just saying, size-wise, you're selling yourself short.
what? It should be longer than a minute. Minute and a half? Should it be 2 minutes then?
I'm not talking the size of your clips.
Well, we should be talking about 12 inches.
Speaking
because guess who's in the chat?
I was just going to say, speaking of sizes.
Speaking of 4 12 inches of snow. Charlie, how's it going, my man? Good to see you, my friend. I did show up on.
Hey, Snow.
I did show up on Twitter chat. He sent me an invite out of nowhere. When I just wanted to send a super chat, just say hi. So Sedona just decided to just send me an invite anyway. I'm like, wait, what? I was just saying to say hi. I was like, all right, fine. I won't do this too. But by the way, we did kind of stream snipe. We did kind of stream snipe Piper last night, but for a good reason. And we're gonna get into that in just a bit. So, but Snow, just to let you know, I do have new super chat clips. So that's all I'm gonna say. I better stop before everybody's be like, give it yet. Okay, I'll stop. Just.
Yeah, power. Real men wear kilts.
I was like, oh dear. I just wanted to say hi. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, you know what? I'll show up. I'll be here. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna.
I'm sorry, Sean.
Now look what you did, man. Now look what you did. I hope you're happy with yourself, okay?
A little bit.
Of course you are.
So long as I can still keep hanging out in his chat, because the guys are delightful and easy on the ice too. So.
And I know we asked to Sean in the chat. I want to say thank you. Thanks for having my back. Thanks for having my back last week, and I want to send also a big thank you to Rosetta, who was having my back last week as well. I got us some some X hoopla or Twix hoopla, and Mads and Rosetta, as well as Johnny and Sean. They were all in the chat. They are helping me out, and I really appreciate that. So thank you guys so much. And we got a $2 super chat from the one and only Snowdub with the skull and tuck and roll. Okay. Now we're gonna have to get into it. Okay. I'm gonna have to bump just for you, Snow, because I know you're gonna love this. I'm gonna bump it up to a 5. Check this out. 3 left. I got 3 left. That was for you. Yes. Dr. Afro caught that, and a lot of people caught that. That was probably one of the most popular mods since the game came out was the Calvin Klein underwear mod. And I was like, you know what? I'm probably gonna redo that clip completely in black and white like a Calvin Klein commercial. But needless to say, last night
that one is perfect for Snowdub though.
Yes.
And hello, Dr. Afro.
Hey, Dr. Afro. So last night, I figured out how to install mods to Street Fighter 6, and I've been going crazy with them. Like I said, I got 3 more clips to show, and they're all utilizing mods. So have at it. And yes, I agree. It is one of the best ones. Although there's some really, really good ones, and I'll probably be making more super chat clips for them next week or next Sunday's show. So
yep, there you go. It is Snowdub approved.
There you go. Thank you. There you go. And they're all a minute long now. They're all over a minute long, at least a minute and a half long. So it's just the first Chun-Li clip is going to get copyright claimed because of the song that I'm using. I just felt that song was just too perfect. In my humble opinion, I just felt this song was really perfect. So that's why I stuck with it. That's why I went with it. I will change that clip up next Sunday. So now, is it time? Do you guys think it's time?
Sure.
All right. So the title of the stream, if anybody has paid attention, the title of today's show is called. Did you get the Virgin Store? Damn it, Emerald! Damn it! I need to get that. Okay. If you can send me the link to Nexus mods for that one, I will try to get that immediately, and I will make that a super chat clip for next week. Okay, so
Grumpy.
Grumpy. Okay, I'm gonna have to find that mod. Okay, I'm gonna find that mod. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna have to do some research.
Yeah, Dr. Afro says he has that mod.
Okay, yeah, Afro Emerald has that mod. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a clip of that. I'm gonna have to download that mod and get a clip of that. So hopefully it's not Patreon back. Hopefully it's not. I'll have to find it. I will have to find it. So okay. Anyway, so you guys ready? Okay, so today, the title of today's show is called Eyes Facing Forward. The reason is just because, it was just a lot of things just kind of got me thinking last week, and it just kind of got me to, just look back and reflect back on a bunch of stuff, and basically to start, yesterday morning, I went ahead and put together the time-lapse video for Miguel O'Hara. That one's been off for a month. So if you guys see that, so I know you guys will see that on the channel. You guys see that, yes, I will have a new time-lapse video premiering on Tuesday. That means on Monday, that means right after this show is over, I am going to focus on getting the video ready for the return of Maki's Sketch Diary. That was my Monday drawing series, as I do plan to get back into filling up every single page of that sketchbook. I still want to do that. So, also on top of that, I do want to share. I don't have a picture. I don't know if I have a picture for it, but as far as the sketch diary videos, the sketch diary stuff, the next couple of pages, and Bruce is probably going to like this, the next couple of pages are going to be Hot Wheels themed. Just because I got a bunch of new Hot Wheels stuff, and I want to get back to the whole Hot Wheels anime girl stuff that I was doing. I thought it was a lot of fun. And just because I've been really more into writing and sketching out stuff for Midnight Rush, which I will ask you guys this: do you guys want to see that later on in the show? We can do a little showcase. I've been working on that a bit, so let me know. So I'm not sure where to begin. So with the channel member, so with the changes, there is going to be some changes to the channel moving forward. Because of my X or Twitter account has been blowing up recently with some of the posts I've been making, and I'm getting people to and there's a baby crying outside my house right now. And that's the neighbors. Sorry, if you hear a baby crying, it's probably the neighbors. Anyway, so essentially, what we're gonna I'm making changes to the channel moving forward. Oh, I love to see that, man. I love to see that snowed up. I would love to see that. Oh, sorry. Let me turn that channel down. So Matt, you can go ahead and highlight because I'm just gonna be just talking most of the time. Yeah. Go ahead and highlight if you need to. But
I will highlight Snow's comment.
So anyway, to get things going is because I've been getting a lot of people have been requesting. Man, that baby's crying. You guys
we can't hear it. No.
Yeah, no, y'all can't hear it, but I can. It's like, wow, that's just having fun outside. So anyway,
that's kind of what babies do, though.
Anyway, so because I've been getting a lot, people have been requesting for commissions. People have been asking for this, that, and third, and it's leading me. And I'd almost say that it wasn't the situation that I was in this week. It was just that Twitter spout that I was in did lead me to kind of reflect and start just kind of think about just kind of long term, and essentially the focus that I want to do is the thing that I want to do is I want to really put my foot down and start limiting my distractions more. So there is some big changes moving forward. Yeah, and I remember the last time I talked about this, it was I came with this. I talked about the new mentality that I was adopting of it will be ready when it's done. That I'm not giving myself any deadlines anymore. I don't want to give myself that much pressure. It's going to be ready when it's done. And I'm sticking with that regards to the sketch diary videos moving forward, regards to the time-lapse videos moving forward. It's not going to be, I am going to guarantee you guys, it's not going to be every week. So I know if you guys expect the videos to come out every week, it's not going to be every week. I will try. However, I will try. I will try to get it out as every week is when I can. Don't expect it. Don't guarantee that it's going to happen every week. New videos are going to be every week, but I will try. So, hopefully we're all on the same page there. Now, I did make some changes, and that is including and I'll explain why. So Sundays and weekends, I'm glad to have those back. I'm glad to have those weekends back. I'm glad to be on a Monday through Friday schedule moving forward. However, one thing that I noticed was that when it came to at night, like Saturdays and Sunday nights, it's just I feel it's not that I don't have fun doing it. It's just honestly, I would rather spend my weekend nights focusing on the work and get everything ready for marketing live in the morning and stuff instead of trying to stream for 3 or 4 hours straight, and then try to scramble together to get everything ready for Sunday. And you guys know what I'm going to be talking about. So I'm telling you guys this now. I'm leaving Twitch. I know. Maybe I should put a gasp track. Everybody just shot and screams.
Okay, sorry about that. How dare you?
Okay, you know what? I'll do it. Okay, fine, I'll do it.
How dare you?
There's a little climate potato.
Okay, so to just kind of get all right, so let me explain. I've enjoyed my time. I've enjoyed my time doing Twitch. I have enjoyed it immensely. And I know that there is an audience, there is a consistent amount of people who do show up, such as Says, such as Levi, and a few others. Mads, who's been modding all my Twitch chats since day one. And I want to say thank you, Mads, for doing that. We haven't had that much trouble on Twitch than, on YouTube, haven't we? In regards to kind of like the only time I've asked Mads to time somebody out or ban somebody if they're like a spam account saying, hey, I can get you more followers, or follow this program to get more followers or more free Fortnite skins or stuff like that. That's the only time I've asked you to, can you please look into, it's so, but for as much as I love doing the Twitch streams, and I do feel like a lot of that time could be spent getting more work done. And I'll be honest with you, I just feel tired after a stream is over. After a stream is over, even if we go for like an hour or so, it's just it's just this mentality that just doesn't fit with me, where it feels like I can't. There have been moments where with some of the games I've been playing is that, we play what I want to play, but even then it feels like I have to prep up and get everything ready and have to play in a way that is going to be interesting for the channel, that's going to be interesting for people watching. Sometimes versus my own enjoyment. Sometimes, not all the time. Listen, we've had... Oh, no. Are you serious?
That's terrible, Grumpy.
Matt, can you highlight Grumpy's comment? Folks, I have something to share. Earlier this week, I lost my job. But it's almost more busy trying to find a new one, which is mentless drunk. God, dude.
Okay, Grumpy.
I'm sorry to hear, man.
I'm going to tell you that you're going to bust your ass harder to get a job than you will to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes just the economy destroys a vocation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry that you're going through that. But if you're not adverse to physical labor, I know the trades are still open.
Yeah, there's trades. It's a different. The economy is definitely feeling different now, and a lot of it is just you guys seen it with the whole SAG-AFTRA, the whole SAG-AFTRA, the whole the WGA strike and such like that. Stuff going on at the we talk about all of the venture capitalist. The venture capitalist, projects drying up. Soon enough, we're gonna see the end of. And I know I'm gonna be wrong. And if I'm wrong, please tell me, and feel free to let me know and call me out that I'm wrong. We're gonna see the end of sites like Kotaku and Polygon real soon, just because the venture capital is drying up. The venture capital is drying up. So, Grumpy, just do what you can. I'm not giving you any advice, anything. I just hope you get back on your feet, and whatever you can. I just hope you can get back on your feet, get you some time drawn again. Just be me. Hopefully that your next job or your next venture will have you, have you be able to do what you want to do. And be able to spend more time here and spend more time in places where you want to be at. And that goes double for everyone in this chat. You can always bounce back, and times are going to get hard because, like it or not, like people want to admit it or not, we're in a recession now.
I mean, don't think I enjoy staring into stuff like this, because
no, I don't enjoy seeing it, but
like who wants to smell that? This is a tavern not too far from where I live. This is a grease trap. This is stuff that smells ungodly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend anybody do this, you know. But you know what? If you like indoor plumbing, if you enjoy electricity, you learn to do stuff that you don't want to do. And I mean, my entire phone, most of my library is nothing but photos like this for CYA purposes, just to make sure that we understand that, hey, I pumped out these traps.
Right.
And I mean, this is completely. It's not dehumanizing because, one, you learn a trade and you get skills.
Yeah,
but two, the value lessons you get while you're doing that. I could explain it, but it's gonna. I need 3 minutes, Maki.
Go for it.
All right. In my side of the business of plumbing and septic, I handle the trucks. I'm the fleet manager. I handle the vans. So I get all the moving items, the logistics side, maintenance work done. And sometimes you'll be at the end of the day and you skip something or you miss something. I didn't see the tire getting ready to blow out on me till the next morning on Friday. So we didn't get things going. And I finally got going at about 12 noon after we got that replaced. And when I got to the job site, the customer didn't know what to look for. So I have to go out in the yard and I have to go probe things. It's 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Canyon Lake, and it's north of San Antonio. I've got no wind. It's 98 degrees. Yep. And I've got no wind there. And I'm probing the ground, trying to find a solid thunk with this end of a metal pole that I've got. Once I find that, 40 minutes later, I get the shovel out and I start to manually dig about 2 feet down in some rocky soil shale type construction in the dirt itself. I get to where I find the tank and get the lid exposed about an hour and 40 minutes into the job. And then I have the challenge of getting the lid open because it's not been open in 30 years. So it's mortared shut from the dirt that when they installed it, they've never touched it since. Now that I've got this open, I get the most wonderful of septic smells in my face. It's almost half as bad as a 90-day grease trap at a taco house, which don't think I don't like Tex-Mex. I love Tex-Mex. But the smell of a grease trap is 1,000 times worse than a septic tank that's never been opened. So I get that open. I've got a workout in now, and I get the hose in, and about 3 hours later, I'm wrapping up the job, getting the money, putting hoses on the truck, and going to my next job, which now it's 4 o'clock. I've got one last job right before I turn in for the day. And that was a full 9 hours. Now, granted, I'm going to tell you, I make right around $30 an hour. Not bad. That ain't bad money. But you bust your ass, and there's health considerations. You have to have good hydration throughout the day because this is Texas. It's 7 months of summer, 3 weeks of cooled off, not quite winter, but that's my life. And if there's anybody who wants to talk about this or the trades, be more than happy to do so. But I'm going to tell you that you will see your body weight in perspiration on a day when God puts a microscope over you and you get that fine feeling that your hat and the umbrella you brought and the shade you brought, it's not enough. You need a gallon of water, and then you're going to go pee out this yellow stream because your body's dehydrated, and you must take care of yourself.
And Emerald makes a good point. You know, you don't want to, looking down on people with the trade is stupid. It is incredibly stupid just because.
I think looking down on anybody because of their job is stupid.
Exactly.
Whether it's trades, whether it's McDonald's, if you're looking down on them and they're providing a service for you, there's something wrong with you.
Right. Tell that to a lot of the journalists and the journalists in these digital outlets.
Happily.
Those are people who look on and tell them to like the writers and such like that, the people who are striking right now.
I'll happily tell them.
Yeah, because it feels like, and because I don't want to get into this, but it definitely feels like what we've been seeing with the SAG-AFTRA, the Screen Actors Guild, the whole writers and art, and I think it was what writers and directors striking, right? Writers and actors strike, right?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like they're getting a taste of their own medicine, honestly. Now I get now. I'm not saying that there's some good points, because there are definitely good points, and there's reason too, and ultimately, I completely understand. I get it. However, you think about Joe Q and Jane Q Public, who have basically feel like they've been insulted and lambasted by the same people striking, and it's like, the problem is that it's that elitist mentality that, yeah, you're now having to experience what it's like to have to be on the ground level with the rest of us, the rest of the other people who are just working a 9-to-5 job, the rest of the other people who are, who just want to enjoy, after a long days of work, who want to enjoy seeing, enjoy watching a movie or TV show or playing a video game or something like that. The people who don't want to see that, don't want to get preached to after having, especially if it's like your bruise having to, working through slog for like $30 an hour, and you want to unwind and you want to not be preached to, not be told that you're lower than dirt and such like that, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
I get why they're striking, but I also get the side that now you're kind of now hopefully some of y'all understand, y'all need to be humble. Y'all need to eat some very big humble pie. A lot of you out there, especially in Hollywood, need to eat some humble pie. There's some good ones there, and I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying, generally, a lot of, not just, and I'm saying not just the Hollywood, but I'm just saying to these digital outlets, the big tech platforms, to all the people out there who have this elitist mentality, who think that they're above us and that that they're too good to be in the trenches, or they don't. That they, you know what I mean? But to all those people, I say, y'all need to eat some humble pie and understand that you may look down at a lot of those people, but a lot of the people that you look down to are the ones that are helping keep the country, keep the world going. So how about you be humble for a bit, because you may never realize that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, am I in that same ball? Am I in the ballpark? Am I in the?
Oh, you're on the dance floor, bro. This is something I don't do enough to my hands either, because my hands dry out. I've got a balm that I use from Duke Cannon, the leader in men's designer soap. These guys have an amazing set of products if you need soap. And as a plumber, I can tell you that this name keeps me smelling good. My wife is very happy with it, because it doesn't really affect me. I'm with myself 24/7. But when I slide into bed, she's like, she can tell whenever I hit the Irish Spring and not the Duke Cannon. She's like, you need another shower. This stuff, this is the balm. It's a hand repair balm. It helps you out. Doesn't have any scent to it. Just gets your hand moisturized, repairs the skin. And I recommend it for those of you that have derm issues. If you have like dry feet, you use that. You should be fine. Okay. Grumpy says, really, no prerequisites, Bruce Lombardo of Dictavision? I'd love to trick. My cousin has a CDL trying to switch his license to the U.S. right now. And don't use LinkedIn. It's not a good site. Only big city idiots use LinkedIn. CDL drivers, I'm going to tell you, if you have a a small fleet, if you have like 3 or 5 or less trucks at a shop, they're going to have CDL openings they're not going to talk about. You just walk in and apply. 90% of the time you're hired on spot, and the next day you show up with all your stuff and work boots and be ready to work.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Septic companies are really a lot like that, because there's nobody wanting to use a shovel in 100-degree weather.
Mm-hmm.
And this is it's a trade job, so you learn how to not only use a shovel, find tanks, but you start cross training as a plumber. And when you start getting into various plumbing systems, like the ones that literally have their own chlorination tank within the system itself, they also teach you how to be an electrician for the most part, because you have to repair the control panels so the sprinklers actuate whenever they're supposed to. So the floats can send the water pumping through the yard, and the system relieves itself basically. And then, at a point later in time, about every 2 to 4 years, those ATU systems need to be cleaned out, because they have sludge appear at the bottom of the chlorine tank. That's the pump tank. And then you have the primary tank where stuff just dumps in freshly out of the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
And that needs to be pumped out every 2 years on average for a family of 4. So, I mean, those are really bad systems, in my opinion, because they don't have nearly the optimized space. They have a lot of moving parts. They break often. And just as a plumber, you start getting more and more cross-trained towards other things. You start learning more mechanical skills. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
Yeah, that's just basically just everything we kind of just said. It's like, and that's the thing. And don't. It's at this point right now, there are probably not a lot of jobs guaranteed. Hell, mine's not guaranteed either, just because we have like I think where I'm at, we have like a contract with our company for like another year, and we're trying to get it renewed. So, nothing's guaranteed. I guess the life, but it's always never hurts to look elsewhere. It never hurts to always want to try to find somewhere where you can move up, where you can expand, where you can grow, and where you can actually be able to make a living. So to you, Grumpy, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Just don't let that discourage. Just don't be discouraged by that. Just you've been knocked on the ground. Just get yourself back on your feet. Just get yourself back on your feet any way you can, man.
Yeah, tomorrow's a new
there's
day.
no hope. That is not what I meant. What I meant was that there's always hope, man. You can always persevere no matter what, and that goes double to every person watching right now. So, anyway, sorry. Anyway,
I mean, I don't know if you know this or not, Mock, but my wife is a diesel tech.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, heavy equipment is kind of a thing we deal with here. Mm-hmm. And that's a big trade around San Antonio. That's why she's in it, because it's better for her. She's in a recession-proof environment.
Yep.
It's hard work.
It's hard work, but
be willing to work hard.
You're going to be set for life. That's why I never look down. That's why I don't even look down on any job.
No, I was on a date once, and the guy was just being absolutely rude as hell to the waitress. Mm-hmm. At one point, I had enough. I handed her a tip, and I walked out. Because you don't do that.
Plus,
what kind of low life do you have to be to look down, to treat somebody like dirt because of their job?
Exactly.
I don't understand that. Exactly. I mean, I do look down on journalists that write misleading or misinformation.
Well, if they're writing misleading stuff, that's one thing, but to write on to look down on somebody who's doing a service type job or whatever. Mm-hmm. Dude, they're working harder than you do. I've worked retail.
That's why I know.
I've worked in the kitchens, which is a horrible job that has actually actually does have a extremely high suicide rate. I've done retail. Dear God, ever since then, I have a a time limit of how close to closing I am willing to go into a store, and certain days of the year I will not go in a store because of that.
Mm-hmm. Me, I'm me. You know, I don't want to get into my thing, but just I've been working closing for a very long time, and most jobs I've been in. So to be relieved and not have to do that for now, especially not in retail, you can tell that you can tell that my quality of life has definitely improved. Yeah, like, you know.
Yeah, like those people that come in like the last 10 minutes, unless it's an absolute emergency and like you're out of milk and you need it for your child, really, there is nothing you need in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, just like, also another thing is like, we're not giving advice. It's just, I think I'm going to make it clear in my clause, whatever my next job is, it's going to be close to home. I think the current job that I'm at, I think I'm done with, I think at this point, I'm just done with going to San Francisco. I think I'm just done with it,
So,
be close to home.
So you're going to get a job in Toronto?
No, just somewhere close to home because
it was worth a shot. Come on.
No, it's just we're just big cities and such. It's just like
no.
Not.
There's no point in spending half your life traveling to and from work. At that point, your work-life balance is off.
Some people get. Some people hit that final strive. Some people get lucky. Some people get that final strive that have what they love doing. They're actually now able to make a living of it. I remember retweeting that a couple weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I retweeted an artist that follows. Now they're going to make a living doing it. I was like, that's amazing. And maybe that might be the path for me. Going the path of Eric July. Go independent. Like what we have with this channel. We got 14 people watching. I want to say thank you to everybody who's been tuning in. You guys are freaking amazing, and this chat is just all over the place. This chat is just absolutely.
It is getting a little hard to keep up. It's actually kind of cool.
That's the great part.
I haven't been in this position for a while.
Remote looks attractive. A lot of people work from home now because of the pandemic, because of the pandemic, because of lockdowns and such like that. People have started working from home, and especially in my place, it's not easy to try to get back to people working in the office again when they can be able to do what they do at home.
And rush hour traffic is bad enough at home. I mean, nobody wants to deal with it actually on the highway. Especially if you have somebody like Maki trying to rush home, because somebody mentioned the word twerk.
Who's twerking?
You're fired. Oh, right. You're unfired. I need you. Come here.
I think he's muted.
No, I just shut up. No, I just went silent. He's going to have to play that, didn't you? Anyway, so like I said, Grumpy, just please don't get discouraged by this, man. And to everybody else here, listen, one door may close. That you may see that as just another door will open. Yeah, it's gonna have. Yeah, you're gonna have that hard time in between jobs, especially if you were laid off. I've been lucky and grateful to know I've never been laid off. I've been able to have another job lined up to be able to put my 2 weeks notice in. And that's what I plan to do with my next job, is to find somewhere else. If I can land it, put my 2 weeks notice in, and then get set for it, I've been lucky to not have been laid off. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate what I have now. So now I do want to get back. Now we did switch over Now we did switch over to now we did switch over no, I do want to get back into what I was saying because we did kind of derail it a bit. And no, nothing at you or grumpy or anything. It's just that it did derail the conversation to what I was talking about. What I wanted to talk about now. So regarding Twitch, I am in the process. I did send a ticket to customer support. They will be looking to offload. They're going to be offloading my account and then fully deleting it. I've asked them, please do. It's a harder process because you can't just delete your account outright, especially if you are if you're a Twitch affiliated or you're a Twitch partner. Makini type R, we became Twitch affiliated at the start of last year, so we hit our requirements there. I was able to get cheer bits and such like that, but a lot of the reason why I'm leaving Twitch is just because I want to spend my nights more doing this. I want to spend my nights more on the work, getting more work done, especially if I'm being reached out for commissions and stuff like that. So I was like, and I probably won't have too much time to game, especially live. You know what I mean? Just take that, use that time wisely and just kind of, find your better time for there. And I think that's a great way. And Grumpy Cavitino made an excellent point to look what happened to my boy Fat. Exactly. So you never know. You may never know. So I think Fat is a shining example of that.
I had to get my face busted. Like I've gotten fired from 9 jobs that were in Illinois, and I finally understood like my mindset wasn't really with the locals that I had grown up with. Me getting out and being in service and then going back home didn't really do me any favors because nobody else that I was affiliated with in various corporate environments wasn't really used to that, and they didn't understand the mindset that I had. There might have been other veterans, other places, but where I was bumping heads was mainly with human resources in environments that I have no place being around. I don't need to be around people that have their sensitivity settings at a unreasonable level. I'd do better off at a nursery than I would have at a nursery with children than I would have been with these people because they were just so lofty minded with their goals and their expectations and stupidity. And I really hope and pray that those places burn. Oh, my bad. But when I made it to Texas, I got back into more of a manual mindset because they have manual fields of labor here. And so you could get involved with the oil field with no job training, just a CDL. So I jumped right into that when it was at the height of the Eagleford shale exploitation, which is really the thing that helped, rectify problems that was down here. Didn't have good infrastructure in a lot of small towns. Now you have Hampton Inns and you have big name hotels in every town over 5,000 people because that might be used as a staging point for these fleets to launch their guys over to a job site within 40 miles. And that's what they were doing. And I really used that to my advantage. And I didn't suffer anything. I chose my jobs. I didn't have to get told like we're firing you or we can't stand your attitude. In the manual labor mindset that I have, I can say things and people might get offended very, very rarely, but you don't hear people say like, I want him gone because he just offends me. But I had that happen to me all the time in Illinois because people were more concerned about your attitude or like how many pins were in your pocket than what your actual job output was or what your results were with your reports. Whereas in, down here, when I got involved with manual labor, the blue collar trades of the oil field, which is basically plumbing again, I got involved with that. And you'd have people that they were like, hey, you make it to work on time. You bring your own coffee, which tastes delicious. You might occasionally drop something on us like, hey, your attitude sucks. You know, people around you need to be supplying you with a yellow safety belt because you really need it. You're going to hurt yourself with your stupid ideas. And people would laugh at that because it's the truth. You know, the military, part of the military of the U.S. believes that a yellow safety belt will keep you from harm no matter what you're doing. It's cute. It really is. But when you take that back into the civilian world with you and you give people shit for it, in Illinois, that'll get you a new job. You have to find it yourself. In Texas, it gets you high fives, laughs, invites to go drinking with whiskey, all sorts of fun stuff. So I'm just saying that you may have to change your environment to thrive, and don't be afraid to do that. I see a super chat. Is Maki's?
No,
Maki,
okay, yes. Okay, something's going on with my... Okay, there we go. No, it's still... What is going on?
Before this stream started, I do want people to know that we were having some connection difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
And so
that was just Brave, though. That was just one little thing with Brave.
Okay.
So... I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna close this. I need to close out Clip Studio and I need to reopen it again because apparently it's not. It's not. But one thing that is a good point, and you know, despite what you said, you know, there is a good point in that. Listen, the corporate, you know, that corporate side, that's not for everyone. And I'm probably going to guess it's probably not going to be for me either. You know?
So, Maki, you'll be able to slide into it easier than I did.
It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Okay.
You have 2 degrees, don't you?
I have 1.
Okay.
That's just in the
you'll be able to get in there a lot easier.
I know. I just what I'm saying, you know, just what I'm saying is it's just, you know, the corporate life probably is not for everyone, and I know it probably won't be for me in the long run. It's just like, yeah, this isn't just, you know, the office job just isn't for me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever it is, you know, you just, you know, I just think about what my mom is, what my folks have been telling me is like, you got to find something where you know this is what you want to do for the rest of your life. You have to know that. know, I'm still trying to figure that out. And, you know, me being in my early 30s, yeah, I still have my life ahead of me. I still got to figure that out. I got to be, figuring it out and locking myself in place,
There is a question from Cavatinho.
No, Cavatinho, no. If that's the question you're referring to, no.
I got to lighten the mood every now and then.
No, but what we do got to lighten the mood is the $5 super chat from Psycho Dwarf 9. Guys, thank you for being a part of this conversation. This has been an excellent conversation to have so far, and I thank everyone for being here. Psycho Dwarf 9 is saying Shockwave wants me to go independent, see if I can make money paying for you, gang. It's really is up to you, man. It really is up to you. I don't have a say in that matter. I don't really know what to tell you on that one. But whatever you decide to do, man, you're gonna have a lot of people behind you, and I know you're gonna, and it takes a while for you to find out the right decision,
Yeah.
Sometimes the right decisions are right in front of you. Sometimes you have to find it yourself, So, but whatever you do, you're gonna have a lot of support. So, Psycho Dwarf 9, thank you so much for this $5 super chat. And you know what, Mads, you're absolutely right. Let's lighten the mood up, or in this case, let's darken the mood. Check this out. I see so much of bubblegum in her right now. Seriously. Joking around, but yeah. We got 2 more clips, guys. We got 2 more. We got 2 more. So, I just find it so easier to do combos in 6 than I do in 5. Anyway, so thank you for that super chat, Soccer Dwarf. I really appreciate that, man. I'm really appreciating that. And listen, guys, to everybody in the chat, listen, regardless of whatever you get decide to do, you guys are gonna get support from me and support from each other. So no matter what. But now, okay, so back to the changes before I get interrupted again.
Just quickly, I just want to say, now that is how you design a female game character, a black female game character. That was gorgeous.
That was fun. I love that mod.
And I do love Cavatinho's comment about that.
It's chain theory. Oh my god, I saw that.
She is a gorgeous woman.
She's gorgeous. Kimberly is gorgeous. It's one of my favorite designs out of 6. So I was kind of bringing that up. I don't want to get into that again because it's not a place.
I would just be sad if the character doesn't pop in going, "Hey y'all."
Oh my god. I'll have to make another Kimberly clip then. I'll have to make another one. So I got a couple of mods for her. Anyway. So I am in the process of customer support. They are going to offboard my channel, and then they're going to take it down. And I did ask them to. So that was I asked them my request to go ahead and proceed forward with it, just because I want to spend my nights getting more stuff, spend my weekend nights getting more stuff done for this channel and for any other future endeavors, and just getting more art done and getting more commissions done if I get any. So I had so much fun with Twitch. I mean that. I have had so much fun with Twitch. We've had a lot of memories there, and I will take those memories with me. So it was just so much fun doing it, and I know we spawned a lot of memes on Twitch, haven't we, Matt?
So many.
So
I will say, as much as part of me still would like to see the very end of the last game you were playing, I am grateful I will not have to see Andrew again.
But however, does that mean the whole thing with Makini Type R is going to be gone completely? Probably not. It may return again in some form, shape, or another. But just now, I want to focus more of my attention on this. Focus my attention more on just producing the content, producing the art content that I love and that you guys love. So that's what I want to be focusing on moving forward. Now, another thing that is going to be changing is, well, you guys may see this as a positive change. Makini in the morning is coming back.
Nice.
My morning show is coming back for 2 weeks. So essentially, we got somebody leaving. Somebody's going to be leaving in 2 weeks. So I'm going to be put back in closing again. So that opens up my mornings. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm bringing back Makini in the morning, which was my Monday morning show. And for 2 weeks, we're going to extend Makini in the morning to possibly 5 days a week. Ooh. Probably every morning, if not 3 days a week. Maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 2 weeks. As it's just something I can do in the morning, so I can get everything ready and such like that. That could be a good fun thing to kind of get your day started, not just on Monday, but on other days of the week. So my weekends are back. Regardless. So I will be doing so Makini Live isn't changing. I know we're going to be up close to the 3-year anniversary and the season finale. So we're getting very close there. Yes, sir. Of course, this I want to say this past I want to say 2 weeks. I want to say late, like 2 weeks ago. I completely forgot, but 2 weeks ago is the 1 year anniversary of me getting monetized. So I'm very grateful for that. We have seen the channel itself has seen an uptick in subs recently. I'm very happy about that. I am very, very happy about that. So we are close to 1360 now. We might be able to. I think looks like we are going to be able to hit 1500 if I keep the trajectory. But a lot of it does rely on me putting out the content, the really good content, and being active and being, more, more proactive, and being able to, have and be able to get more content out for you guys. That's what it requires. Now, let's see, where are we? Oh, we're 50 minutes in. Okay, sorry. Okay, now I am getting faster at this. You guys probably notice I'm getting quicker at this line art process because I'm just kind of rambling on and on. Now, this just kind of goes as far as the channel. Now, as far as social media goes, after last week's incident, I'm going to focus on just posting art. However, I do want to say thank you to everybody who came in to some of the posts recently and just told me, never stop speaking up. Don't stop speaking up. Don't let other people gaslight you. And I will take that into consideration. But what you're mostly going to see specifically from my Twitter account is just the art. Is either going to be me, just art and just updates. Me posting new art or retweeting new art or retweeting my YouTube channel for any new videos or streams when we go live. That's about it. Any hot takes is, we'll probably just say it here. Any hot takes I'll make, I'll probably just say it here. I'll probably just be better off just saying it here. And if there's anything that's going to cause me to quote tweet, you can't stop me from that. But it has to be at a certain. It has to be a threshold. You have to hit a certain threshold to get me to quote tweet you. And clown your ass. It's gonna take a lot more. So
yeah.
But for the most part, I'm probably just gonna keep my mouth limited, not completely shut, and just focus and just keep my pen in hand and just continue. Hell, you know what?
What in hand?
You know what? I never thought about this. If there's anything that you feel, anything that you saw, and that you do want to bring it up, and not have to quote tweet or just not have the incident, just sketch it. We can talk. I can talk about it on a future show, and I can just sketch it out. We can just sketch out some of my feelings, and I can just go over and just air it out, And I appreciate Mads, and I appreciate Mads Rosetta for sticking up for me, and I appreciate everybody who was telling me, especially Johnny and Sean, to get, don't be afraid to speak your mind. Yeah, it's gonna have to be. Yeah, I think Emerald. I think the best way to put it is going to be a situational quote tweet. It has to be a specific situation. It's gonna have to get me there. Other than that, I would rather just observe. I'd rather just observe and just watch and just let my friends and colleagues in the YouTube sphere and such, they do the talking. They do it better than I can.
It's not like you're you're going out trolling people intentionally.
No. Let my colleagues, and I'm calling them my colleagues, let Sean and Dante be able to do that. They are able to articulate it better than I can. And they probably have much more of a spine than I do, I will admit. Which I do need to develop a stronger spine for a lot of stuff. So there we go.
I've been hanging out with you for a while. Your spine is just fine.
I know.
What that person did was out of line.
Right.
That's all I'll say on it.
Right. If you guys want further information, just go to my Twitter and just scroll down. It's
Hi, Sean.
Long
Welcome back.
You know, Sean, I'm referring to you and Dante as my colleagues. You guys know how to be able to articulate your reasonings for such better than I can.
Sean, he means that you guys deal with weasels really well.
Better than me.
Hey man, you got to give it to him. Him and Dan have been doing a great job of getting used to the weapon of mass destruction that I am in their chat.
Mm-hmm. I think you have a master troll in your chat.
There you go. He says it himself. Man, I still hold my tongue a lot.
Johnny,
I'm just saying.
Johnny, I'm pretty certain, as a regular over at the Head Scissors Reddit, I'm pretty certain we could try.
And Johnny, dude,
we could document for evidence.
Johnny, dude, I mean this when I say this, dude. I am so happy to have you as a friend, and I'm so happy to know you, man. That I really mean that, man. Thanks for cheering me up. Thanks for the motivation, man. I really mean that. So,
Johnny, behave.
Why? It's more fun than not.
Did you see that comment?
Sharpen my word blades. I like that, Sean. I like that. I'm gonna sharpen my word blades. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, Mock. Do you see this comment?
I know.
Yeah.
Behave. Can even break it back. Stop. Just stop. That's not what I meant.
But it would be fun passing out too.
Guys, come on now. Anyway, we get close to near the end, aren't we? So, no, we did not get to getting the illustration, like I guess getting to the flats yet, but we'll see. Just I guess before we move on, I mean, what are your guys' thoughts about the changes moving forward? What are your guys' thoughts, everybody? So
anytime a user gets off Twitch or stops using Amazon, I do a little happy dance because of what Amazon did to literature.
I see what you're saying.
It could be you with 100 subscribers and followers and donators. It could be someone like Amaranth with millions and millions. But whenever somebody stops using that platform, and Jeff Bezos, the world's largest contributor to a babysitter, when he has to, lose a little bit of money because of that, because he's got some crappy beliefs and he's made some crappy products.
Him and Bill Gates.
I mean, no, but Bill Gates is different. Only for the fact that Bill Gates hasn't ruined Lord of the Rings. Bill Gates is ruining the farmland of America.
And he's advocating for population control.
Yeah, but both of them want the same thing, which is you and me being under thumb, and I don't like that.
No.
But you can directly affect that by not having a Twitch account. And I really applaud you for finally getting rid of it.
I understand.
I never watched your Twitch. No offense to you. No offense to you at all. But I'm not going on Twitch. It's just like somebody saying, well, my OnlyFans is free. I'm not going there either. You've put all your nudes out there. A fucking Google search lets me see them. Why do I need to get onto a crappy network to view this when I can do an image search on Bing or Google or whatever, and your stuff pulls up? I don't need to have
plenty of fat material. You just need to look and know where to look.
That's it. That's all it is. And I don't view Twitch as a competitor to YouTube. You have to be valid, in my opinion. They might make good money. Yeah, that's great. But they treat their creators like crap. The output is terrible. The only thing Twitch has going for it is that so many kids subscribe to it, and if your main audience is not kids, then you're not going to lose anything from it. And I think you're in that transitional period, because when you're from like 18 to 30, you're still, following stuff that was popular when you were a teenager. But when you hit like 30 and you start doing like, more adult like things, you get away from being a kid quite a bit. And then by 35, you're realizing that, like, what happened to me? Why am I looking at interest rates and mortgages? Why am I paying attention to the financial news? Why am I involved with this? What happened to the fun in my life? And that's when your midlife crisis starts. So just go out and buy yourself a nice stick shift little sports car, and you'll be good. We'll understand.
Focus on your work. Yeah, that's not your work.
I don't think so, Emerald Taurus. I think YouTube is worse for the fact that
for me, I'm gonna close the poll there. Thank you for everybody. 22 votes, where it's half and half.
I think the chat agrees with Sean on that fact. We're just going to call it Twix.
I don't like YouTube for the fact that when I watch the creators I choose, the video that YouTube recommends is 90% of the time something I don't subscribe to, like CNN or Fox. That's the problem that I have.
Now, I do want to bring up anything now that this regards to Rumble. Now, with Rumble, yeah, we're gonna stick with it. In fact, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna start building that Rumble page up, because that'll be a good alternative, and start learning the ins and outs, because that's what's thing as fast as telling me is that you could definitely grow on Rumble, especially with the content that you produce. So. And like I said, guys, I have a Rumble account. It is right there. I'm trying to get to 10 followers so I can actually be able to start monetizing my Rumble videos. And I would really appreciate that if you guys went over there and helped make that happen. So I will be trying to post regularly on Rumble as well. And a lot of it is a lot of ambitions, a lot of promises, but I got to be able to keep them. So these are the ones I have to be able to keep. Now, I do want to address. Now, I do want to get into this other part that I forgot to share, and I'm gonna stop here. Stop here. We're almost done. I got to get to the face. We got to do the face and line art. So, start recording now. I do have another. No, there is another. There is another place I want to share with you guys, and
I think you're monetized from day one on Rumble.
Okay, now this is the Twitter alternative that I was talking to you guys about. This is called Miss Key, and I'm gonna put the link down here.
The fact that you didn't call yourself Makini-chan is a little sad.
No, that's not the one. But Miss Key essentially is a Japanese Twitter. I'll show the main feed, kind of explain. Essentially, it's a Japanese Twitter. It's not backed by some big conglomerate or big corporation. It's all done, as it's a group of people who put together something like that, and they do have their own guidelines regarding that, because they've saw such a big influx of foreigners, of Westerners making it over to Miss Key. They did release some guidelines in that, you can't, you can treat this as a Twitter, but don't treat this as a Twitter. So leave all that BS out. That's not welcome. It's not welcome, essentially. There are specific tags. You can post your not safe for work stuff here. A lot of Japanese artists are joining there too. So, I just see it as another place, and it seems to be, and it's, you treat it like that. They're very welcoming. They're very welcoming to stuff like that. So, I can't show you not safe for sensitive stuff, but it is.
Here it is.
That's what I said. That's what the analogy I was making for earlier is that, you're in their house, so you treat their house with respect. So you leave the Twitter BS out the door. And from the videos that I was seeing from Hero Hey and Rev Says Desu was that people are outraging over that because it's like you can't you're not spewing your hot takes, you're not saying some stupid stuff, you're posting art, you're posting images and stuff like that, and no one wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to deal with that BS. Nobody does. So that's why I'll be posting there too. And it's a good setup, and it looks like it's growing in follower counts. It's just like it's a good alternative to like the Twitters, the Mastodons, the Threads of the world. So, and it's just they want to keep that BS out. So if they don't follow goals, they get kicked. Exactly. So that's Miss Key. If you guys want to try that, if that seems super fancy, if you want to, and the thing is that it's easy to follow, even if it's not, even if you can't read Japanese and such. There is a translator. Sometimes it depends on certain parts of the site. The translator works perfectly, it may not work for me, but you can still understand what's going on. You can still follow and keep up with everything. So their guidelines are you can translate the guidelines in English, and it's easier to do. Yeah, Mastodon and Threads, and these, and I'm guessing that something like this, Miss Key, will not be pushed by news media. So it might be useless. They might see this as useless too. So I'm just saying, it's just a good alternative. It was Nerd Wonder, who I saw her post, that I thought I'd just take a look and just check it out. And yeah, so I know a lot of VTubers are going to be here. So that's what it is. There you go. So I just wanted to share that because there have been some people who were outraging over that, and I'm like, these are the same people who hate Elon Musk, how they bought Twitter, and now they're mad at people leaving Twitter for another site. I'm just saying, get your priorities straight. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. So I'll be there. I'll be on Rumble. I'll still be on YouTube. But I am probably going to be more focused on getting more work done, getting more art done, and getting everything ready for channel memberships, for any future commissions, or just any future projects and such like that. Now, and Psycho Dwarf, thank you so much for being here, man. You've been absolutely amazing. I've been sharing. I will definitely share more of your stuff. You definitely have a fan in Bruce, and you two got to hook up at some point. So thank y'all. Thank you, Second Dwarfs. Thank you so much for following me over here from Loki's Mornings of Mischief. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. I don't know what yeah, there's no app in the store. You have to look for it for the link. Just look up misskey.io. I don't think. Hopefully they'll have an app for it. When can I take it? I don't know how. Okay, I don't know how, Sean. I don't know how. I don't know what to tell you, man. You get likes on your post more than I do, mate. Most of the days, anyway. But I am gonna try to. I am definitely trying to. As you guys can probably tell, I am definitely trying to limit my social media use. I am trying to, and I do consider YouTube to be social media as well. But even then, I still watch. I still listen to you guys. I still have you guys in the background. I still have a watch later that I still got to go through every week.
My watch later just hit 200 videos.
Oh shit! I think I'm at like 57 right now, so I still got a bunch of videos I need to watch. So,
if it's worth anything, Sean, I'd like to take that course too. How long have you and Dan been doing the streaming though?
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, you do make a good point, Emerald. I didn't tell people this, but I just found out that because I found out how I was able to get into the algorithm on Twitter was that I just find a really good post, find a really good money shot, and then post only a few words. Don't say too much, and then, don't use hashtags, don't use links, and I was able to get through. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times is my previous, and I will admit to that, I think what helps is that whenever I post work in progress, I don't do a face shot. What you kind of see here is what you hear. It's just like it's mouth up and everything else. Maybe because people like to see that, give that illusion to who it is or something, what it is I'm drawing and stuff like that. But when stuff does blow up, if tweet does blow up, I get people hit me with DMs and say, are you doing commissions right now? And I was like, I tell them soon, and I want to tell them that soon is going to be next month. Now, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no! Just remembered. We do want to do a shout out, congratulations, because this week, Sean finally hit 500.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Sean. Good job, man. Good job. Oh, on YouTube, not young. Good job, Sean.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Good job, man. Congrats on 500. You'll be at 1K monetization before you know it, my man. So I know you're going to just absolutely just kick ass, man. You're definitely kicking ass.
They've been at it 3 months. I mean, and they're already at 500. You got.
That's true, Emerald.
Yeah. Patience, young Skywalker.
No, we built it's almost like a little subgroup, a little sub community. I don't want to get into that whole thing because probably we're not. You guys, I stand.
He's right,
dude.
Art pimping ain't easy.
I don't want to get into it. Grumpy, listen, we went into this discussion 2 weeks ago. You know my stance. I can't control you on this. Just CSF Nation is my fan base. I don't see it as a community.
Yep.
I don't see it as community. I don't want it to be treated as one. So sorry. Anyway, but
it's just an art community. It's nothing we're gonna put on a t-shirt. Okay.
It's my fan base. You know what I mean? It's my fan base. That's what it is. It's because it's tied with me. It's so directly tied to me.
It's not like I'm gonna call my fans, CSF Nation, because my fans would not like being called cute, sexy, fun.
What would be your fan base? What would you
I
call
have
your fan base?
no idea.
So, what would you call your fan base? Everybody here who has a following, what would you actually call your fan base?
Honestly, considering some of my fan base is hanging out in the chat, I would 100%.
There's a lot of overlap. I know
there is overlap. Power is regularly on my channel, so that, and he is absolutely brilliant. So, him, Megatron, any of them, I would be open to suggestions. I have no clue what I'd call my fan base.
Sexy mother lovers.
Hey, whatever. Anyway, it's Eli. Good to see you, my friend. I do have to give another congratulations in order, and that is to the one, the only Piper. Her book. I'm gonna show you here. So I'm gonna drop the link in the chat so you guys just get her book. She has hit 320 backers for The Little Mermaid. She has hit 320 backers and 16K. So the campaign has closed. So a huge congratulations to Piper. I did back mine. I did happily back my book. I did get a specific tier. Unfortunately, it has closed, but I am very much looking forward to it, and very much looking forward to just really showing that much support. Oh man, I should have gotten the skateboard decks. Yeah, get drawn in. There you go. See, but that's something to.
Hold on. Scroll back up for a sec.
Which one?
One more.
Which one?
Yeah, I thought I read that right.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, yes, and so it looks like they're going to be sent out in January. So I'm very excited for mine, and I do want to share one little thing there. I don't know, I don't think Piper's watching, but I just want to share one little thing that I thought I absolutely love, because what happened was that she was actually going to strip. Actually, she did strip. She did strip on stream, and she was going to hit that certain amount of backers. So I'm very happy to see that. I am very happy about that. But I do want to share one specific comment, just because I was just kind of kidding about this. So let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Ah, here we go. Okay, all right. I just want to share this right here. So let me go ahead and turn my let's go and turn this off. I'm gonna reshare my screen. Reshare my screen and then share system audio. And I want to share this just because I giddied a little bit, and it was just fun seeing her expression.
Backup figure. I don't want to be the main character. Anyway, woo! Jolly Green, how many comics have you written? I have written, technically this is my second 100% full-on comic that I've written. This is not the first comic I've written for. Now, by the way, unfortunately, that tier is bought up, but some lucky people will be getting some sketch cards from me, because not many people know this, but I actually do draw. I do draw. So now I can say I have written actually, if we're getting technical, 2.5.
Oh, hang on, I'm missing it right here.
A few times trying.
Here we go.
Of possibly your favorite comics, and have written some shorter ones that have been in compilations. What am I? Makini! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Makini, I actually have hit up a few times I've been trying to get some like commissions out of.
I told her it's gonna be soon, real soon.
But you guys, Makini is so freaking popular.
No, I'm not.
That dude,
You
not
are
even
too.
next to you, dude. You guys want to draw, but you want to check out Makini. Look,
I think you got yourself.
Now that I know we're going by the Japanese pronunciation, Makini draws. You
Exactly, y'all.
Want to follow this person?
So I just wanted to say that. So, but yeah, just huge congratulations to not only to Piper, but also to Means of Destruction. Means who's been working closely with her, who's been streaming with her as well. So he's been promoting the hell out of it, the hell out of her book for a very long time. So congrats to her. So I'm looking forward to it, Piper. If you're watching, I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully commissions will be up real soon.
I think she wants more than a commission by you, sir. I think she wants. You remember what Aisha wanted from Star-Lord at the start of Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
I do not.
Okay. Well, maybe you need to watch that movie again. That was a Superior Movie Part 3.
Okay. Anyway, guys. So,
I'm not even sure what you're talking about, and I've seen that movie a couple times.
Let's move on that, please, because I have no idea either.
She seems like she's a
I'm
bit
not
of
sure
a
where this is
fan,
going.
and you might have yourself something extra.
It does sound like she's been added to the MILF Collective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mads?
Yes?
You please stop with that.
There's
no milk. Who?
There is no
Who decided that there was a? Can you explain that? Who decided that?
Short Stack Squad?
There is no strippers guild.
It's just okay. Where is this coming from? I'm very curious where this is coming from now.
The way she
You
was
do
saying
have a
your
large
voice
female
in that
fan base,
inflection.
and yes, she is clearly smitten with your artwork.
She wants your hands all over her work.
Okay,
sir.
okay, stop.
I don't know. What you guys in the chat
as far
prefer?
as like a next campaign, yeah, I would love to do a cover. I would absolutely love to do a cover.
What do you guys? What do you guys?
More than a cover,
the MILF Collective or the Short Stack Squad?
Stop. We're not. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
You love me.
We're gonna stop right now. We're gonna stop that right now.
That's not gonna stop her from wanting it.
I don't care if it stops her from wanting it. We're gonna stop it right here. That's not gonna happen.
Oh, I do want to go back to one comment.
Thing going on.
No.
She's got that Lisa robe thing going on, man. I'm telling you, you don't have those that often.
Stop it, y'all.
Yeah.
Sean, what's your last name?
Yeah. Sean, if you're still in the chat, I would probably lean towards the reactors for your fan base.
Oh, I like that.
Well, his channel is React and Draw, so reactors. The reactors would make sense.
Or like an arc reactor, you know?
Exactly.
Okay. If you went with that, Sean, I want residuals.
How do you get residuals? I'm the one that said it.
Okay, fine. Maz gets residuals. I want a cut of it.
You said a bit ago in the chat you weren't sure what you would call your fan base. The reactors.
Yes.
I think she wants you to give her the pearl for the clam.
Stop. Bruce!
Hey, Sean knows exactly what I want from him. I want a poster of that one picture of Dragon.
Oh, that's your friend to me. But still,
I want a poster of Dragon.
But anyway, guys, yeah, just so yeah, just ultimately, you know, this is gonna be the change. I'm gonna be more focused on my work, basically. I still game. I'm just gonna be doing it more just more to myself now than versus trying to do it live. You know, I feel more comfortable there. Any Fortnite streams, I'll definitely try to hop on. Show support. Now, speaking of which, is that this is the first month that I haven't done anything Fortnite related, and I do apologize. I will get back on that in the next in term 11. So we will be back to the monthly Fortnite drawings just because I love doing those personally. Now, hold on. Oh, the string. That's why. I forget to put that on. I put that in the wrong spot. Okay. Now, so what time do we have? We have 10 minutes. So let's do this. So let's do this for 10 minutes. Let's see if we can at least try to get the line art done. What's the other? Okay.
Hey, Mac?
Yeah.
I think Power's come up with your
No, I saw that and no. It's just CSF Nation. It's just CSF Nation.
I know it's CSF Nation.
But we're kind of, by the way, it's gonna be September. I think it's gonna be like 4 years since that freaking style came to fruition. I'm serious. I think September is gonna mark 4 years since that style came to fruition, just because it started on Instagram and I've been very proud of that. I've been very proud of that kind of direction I went for, and it feels like it's carried so much into the channel itself. It's carried so much into what I do as an artist and such like that, and just what I love doing. And something I heard about 20 years ago is confirmed race of history. And recently there was an African who landed in Japan, became a samurai. Yes! Yep! I forgot who was bringing that up. It was interesting because I think it was in regards to Assassin's Creed, the newest Assassin's Creed. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Still waiting on Assassin's Creed: The Villages.
The Villages?
Yeah, that place in Florida where all the funny stuff happens. Lorena talks about.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
That would be
what
great.
Time period? But what time period though? That's the question though.
We do it like right now because the main character could be a CIA guy, and he could go after all the meth heads and meth gators.
I think Nobunaga was also the inspiration for Nobu in Guilty Gear Stride. Guilty Gear Strive, though, Grumpy. I think that was the inspiration. Which is really cool. It is really damn cool. So, okay, let's go ahead and... So, no. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to do keep original image. Just going to flip this over on this side. Now, so Makini in the morning will be coming back. It will be in August in 2 weeks, and either I'm gonna do an episode every day. We're gonna do an episode every day, or we may do 3 days out of the week, like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that will just be something I think will be very interesting as well. So, oh, that's where it's come from. Okay, so I think I figured out where it's coming from. There we go. Now we got it. That was from the hair strands. So the hair strands I gotta re-add to those are the hair strands I gotta re-add later. So, but ultimately, I think also moving forward with, I think this brings back to Makini Live. Now, after some thought, next season will begin sometime in September, if not October. We're going for season 10. We're going to keep the 90s theme. Just because I've had so much fun doing this. And I want to see if we can try to move from early 90s to possibly late 90s for the theme. And I think if not, we'll just stick with this and we'll just really try to update it, gradually update it for next season. But because we're hitting 10 seasons, that's going to definitely be worth an anniversary, or definitely be worth a celebration, because that's 10. A look back at us doing this for 10 seasons straight. Now it's not. Now I will say that the length of each season has been inconsistent for the past 3 years. However, we still kept it going. For every Sunday. It's always been our. Sundays will always be the home for Makini Live. That will always be our main show. And it's so much so that I always opt out to say that I'm willing to work Saturdays, but not Sundays. Sundays is meant for this. This is what this is all about. So, we're going to keep it going, and hopefully that means more possibilities, new ventures, more art that we can put in more growth. I'm very proud of what I've built here. I'm very proud of what this channel's become. And I'm proud of what this show has become. I can't thank y'all enough for it. I can't thank you guys enough for the incredible support for that. So, you guys deserve a pat on the back for this. But season 10 will probably begin sometime in late September, early October, just in time for Halloween and such like that. Just time for Mockitober. It's over October to make a return. So you're going to see plenty of that. We'll get into the Halloween spirit. We're going to get into the Christmas spirit, of course. Ring in the new year. We might, what I might do this time out is have season 10 end on possibly New Year's Eve, or instead of having it be the last Sunday before before Christmas. Have season 10 on the last Sunday of the year. This would be a good way to ring in 2024. It's a good way to kind of set up 2024, and then we'll go on a 3-week hiatus, and then start season 11 in late January, early February. Hopefully by that time, we'll have all different changes in our lives and such like that. We'll probably be a much bigger channel at that time, and the sky's the limit. That's what I'm gonna say. The sky is the limit for this channel and for what I do. And I didn't even think about this, Mads. With Makini in the morning, I thought about doing it every day, and just following the footsteps of Scott Christian Salva, the artist that both of us follow, where he does morning streams every day, or every weekday at least.
Yeah, it's generally every weekday.
Yeah, every weekday. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. That's what. Yeah. So, but I think it will definitely help grow the channel, help grow our base, and grow just myself as an artist and such, and get to learn new things. Maybe for those 2 weeks, we dedicate one day into learning a new technique or learning something new, or try to draw, sketch something different and such like that. It keeps the audience invested. And, I do hope that ArtStation, I think, is great. I think ArtStation is absolutely great. I will definitely look into ArtStation. I just don't think I could build as much of a following in ArtStation. But plus, the thing is that Grumpy is that a lot of people that I did follow on ArtStation, they left ArtStation because of the wake of the whole AI, because of the AI art debacle and such like that, because them wanting to implement AI and such like that, and not having people want to opt out and such like that is definitely hurt a few people. It's just
You're gonna have the opportunity.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Sorry. I'm sorry, talking to the kid, forgot to mute.
So, but yeah. The whole AI debate is it's getting crazier and crazier, because now it's like, shit, man. It's the genie's out of the bottle. You can't put it back in anymore. We're gonna have to live with this. It's part of the society now, and it's gonna be very creepy. Oh, they do give you the choice? Okay, never mind then. Whew, okay, so that is just about it, guys. Just about it. So, final thoughts on everything that we discussed today on the show today. Bruce, Matt, final thoughts before we get out of here?
I'm getting ready to endeavor on watching a classic 90s cartoon, and I just watched the trailer for it.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen the Pirates of Darkwater?
I have heard of it. I know of it, yes.
Okay. I talk about it to you because it looks like something that you, young Maki, would have just been
absolutely in
love with. Like, this is in that time period where Tailspin and DuckTales was out.
Yep.
And it just, the art, it still holds up today. It's a sad story because they made 1.5 seasons of it, but like, people that were voice actors for the show died. The production studio had an internal fire that wrecked the recording booth areas. Like, there was a note from God saying, as much as you might think you have it, this is over. And like, it was over. But Pirates of Darkwater, I'm getting ready to watch it, and it looks like it's a really great thing. And I mean, I was talking about it to my friend last night, who I had on stream with me. I said, I think the best way we could honor Pirates of Darkwater is possibly look into the copyright.
Public domain.
See if it's in PD, or if it's in a position to where we could write an RPG based on it, and just have all the source material from the cartoon be available as the lore and how to design it, but then make sure it's open enough so each individual table that gets a hold of the book or the RPG is able to honor it properly by going off in their own way, but start from the same tangent, start from the same starting point. And that way, people, when they talk about it, they're able to actually talk about it properly. And there will be no further canon for it because they're not going to write and produce new stuff for Pirates of Darkwater. But I think that would be the best way to honor it, because it would be an absolute banger of a product. You talk to any Gen X or Gen Millennial type about Pirates of Darkwater, and if they've got experience with it, they're like salivating in the mouth immediately. Look at Grumpy. It is, I mean, he's there like, dude, do this. And it would be a great way to go at a proposition. So we're going to be looking into it. I know that I should not have disclosed it publicly, but this has got my head going in various directions. And I really think that is a if you haven't seen the cartoon yet, let me know.
So, okay, we can't leave yet. I forgot.
Good.
So I asked earlier, do you guys want to see it? Do you guys want to see some stuff I'm cooking? All right, let's do it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stop recording. I'm gonna share this out. All right, so Bruce is gonna be happy to see this. Now, a lot of people have been happy to be able to see this, but all right.
Will Matt be happy to see this? Because like I'm not the only one that needs to be happy here.
Okay. So I've been at work. I've been chomping away bit by bit, but it's getting there. The work has improved considerably. But one thing that I've been doing while my time at work is I've been doing a lot of writing. I've been doing a lot of world building, as you've been seeing here. But one thing that I did that I want to share with you guys, I think is going to help me, is what this is an index. This is a vehicle index. Writing this out is only half the battle for me. Trying to draw this thing out is going to be another battle in itself. And I do want to take the time. I do want to take the time when I can, maybe dedicate a stream to actually attempting this digitally. I've been putting a vehicle index for everything that we
read my mind.
What?
I would love to see a show where you're working on one of those cars.
I'll see what I can do. It's just be my first time trying to learn how to do vehicles in Eclipse Studio, though. So there's going to be some growing pains, but I do want to learn how to be able to do this. I've been working through this every day at work and such, in my downtime and such like that. I've been able to flesh out my ideas more, but it's just like everything that I've been doing has been very little. It's been, even though it's little, it's still, there's still plenty of it. There's still plenty to flesh out. This is one of the very reasons why I ask people to pay close attention to my community tab, because I've been really at this when I can, and I find new reasons to keep be inspired by it. To not the drive has been there. I want to say that I've been chomping at this bit by bit, like nonstop since 2021. I've been chomping at this so much so, you know, putting the time and putting all the pieces and everything together, and while writing it out, you know, it's just there is a couple of things that I do have to get acquainted for. Is that the thing is that for this world I want to create, it's so reliant on being able to do backgrounds, being able to describe, because in a way, the world itself is a character. So that has to play into factor at times. But, you know, there's that close character element that I've fleshed out. These are just side characters. I've been more confident in, I feel like I've increased my confidence when it comes to drawing guys, and that's going to be a factor because Midnight Rush is a pejoratively male cast. It's a largely male cast. It's just the female characters, I try to make sure that they don't make sure that the moment that they see them on screen, you don't forget how they look. They stick with you. They stick to you. There's that human element. And it's like you're working at this, you know, I wish I would, I would love to tell you, Bruce, I would love to tell everybody else that, you know, we're making bigger jumps and stuff, but it's just like, for me, it's slowly. You know, that's something that I've been so amazed and impressed by what Eric July's been doing, what Piper's been doing, what so many of these people have been doing for the past year and a half or so. You know, being able to just fire it off, finally just fire it off, make a campaign, produce the books and such like that. And I do think that more and more, the more and more I realize is that this might be something I might not be able to do it alone. That I might need somebody, or a team to help me put this together. People who are willing, and it has to be a team of people who are willing to spend the hours to bring this to life, to bring this project to life, to bring this whole venture to life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there might be a case where I might actually need to have a second artist work with me on this. But, you know, the passion never stopped. I never stopped doing this. You know what I mean? I never stopped. I never since I started walking again. That's always been my focus. That's always been my thing. That's the only thing I ever think about whenever I do my walks. And that's the only thing I want to think about, because I want to see this, because I see this world. I see this story fleshed out, and it's something that, you know, we talk about, me speaking up. You know, Mads, you brought up me.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I'm passionate about something, I'll speak up. This is something I've always been passionate about. And this is something I've always been wanting to express. Do I think that, you know, there's a place for everyone. There's a place for you to find. You have to work for it. You have to find that place. You have to find that spot in whatever this indie sphere or Iron Age, as you want to call it. But I never forgot what John Malin said. I really never forgot what John Malin. I asked John Malin, was like, what do you want to? It's like, even if I wanted to do something and put out something of my own, like Air July, like Jay Drunk 3PO, like so many others, do I need to just do do I need to just find something that's going to appeal to everyone, or do something that I know that I'm going to be passionate, or work on something that I know that I'm personally passionate about, and that you're going to see that passion fly through, regardless of how niche it is. And I thought about Raging Golden Eagle with Blade Devil. it's very niche what he's doing. I'm fine with that because I'd rather work on something that I'm actually passionate about. I'd rather be a subject matter or something that I'm actually personally passionate about. You know? So it's there, it's coming along. It's just, I guess it takes longer for me. Maybe because I want to have something that's already set in stone, something that's already there, already set in stone, already ready to go. So that's why it's taking long for me. It may take years for me to pull that off, but I'm fine. I enjoy putting this together. I enjoy putting this world together because I know it's going to be worth it in the end, regardless if I fail, if I succeed or fail. So
yeah.
So just I wanted to share with you guys. I haven't stopped. I have not stopped. It's just been so little by little. I've been updating it every single day, every single month. Just little by little, you grow. It grows more and more. And little by little, it's coming together. Little by little. This is such a niche thing. This is something that's so niche. However, I could definitely see this. Especially if you market it right, if you build it right, and if it's something if you're able to market right, if you're able to really have a strong foundation, it could carve out its own space. It could be its own unique space that could get everyone invested. People who aren't even into the subject matter could be invested in this.
I mean, I don't know if you can tell or not, but my desk of shame has gotten, the pile is noticeably lower than what it was.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it used to be in really, like, Bruce, you have a problem.
You didn't have a problem. You had a battlefield.
Well, I've gotten a lot of it painted up. And then I do have some sprues over there in the corner I need to work on beyond the dead lava lamps.
Mm-hmm.
The lava lamps will be getting replaced here soon. And then I have some in that little box over there. But this used to be stacked like 6 inches high.
It literally looked like the Battle of Helm's Deep.
Yeah.
Yes, and I did. Yes, I did. I did back it. I have the book up there too. I'll definitely look into it. Yes, I remember the creator of Star Circuit even commenting on some of one of the vehicle drawings I was posting last year. So, so there you go.
And I've been working on these girls here for the past week.
Yep.
Just maybe 15 or 20 minutes on non-streaming nights, and then 15 minutes, maybe to an hour a day on stream.
Now there's a face you'd like to run into in a dark alley.
Oh yeah, these things are going to eviscerate my players. Then I got these guys. We're in the middle of a giant volcano right now. Not giant. It's about 17,000 feet.
Yeah.
But it's full of lava tubes and fire giants. So I'm going to rework the campaign a little bit because the static campaign bones that I was given, it's just one big slog.
Thank you. Just got it.
No, I love those characters. That they're definitely giving off that I'm just going to talk to him. Just going to talk to him.
I'm just going to talk to these guys. That's all.
Once I get these 4 fire giants done, here's what I'm thinking of, Mads.
Yeah.
So Polygon posted a tweet. Their article was the cutest or the most or your biggest animal crushes in like Disney films. They were all animals.
Are we revisiting the I'm not a furry butt?
No, because it had Nala from freaking Lion King as one of the top ones. And I saw a lot of comments. Everybody was like, you need to delete this. And I'm like, you're sick. And there was one specific meme where what you referred to, it was a picture of Jesus saying, I just want to talk to you. And he's knocking on the door and he has a gun in his hand. I'm like,
yeah, it's the little one. I hate calling her that because she's 10, but she got introduced to Family Guy by her father. So, and that's one of her favorite clips.
Oh, I know.
Largely because there are some boys in the yard. She knows I am ready to pick up a baseball bat and I'm just going to talk to him. Just going to talk to him.
No, that's why I ask people to just keep an eye on that's why I ask people to always keep an eye on the community tab, because I post this up not almost daily, but at least once a week.
Yeah, but this is the kind of stuff I'd love to see you working on.
I've done streams before talking about this.
No, not just talking about it. When you're ready to get there.
When I'm ready to get there.
Working on the designs on your
not only on the machines but the characters as well.
Yeah, actually working on the designs like you're working on the girl right now.
Yeah. So,
because if your Twitch streams have shown us anything, there is a niche market for you, and absolutely, this is going to attract people who generally aren't into this stuff. Do you know how much I interacted with racing games before I met you?
Even more so now.
I didn't. The only times I played is when I was forced to.
Yeah,
like
and now
my ex, he's like, "Oh no, racing! Everyone can do racing games. How are you driving backwards?"
Now look at you now.
I'm still.
See, if you're telling me you're calling me an art pimp now, I wouldn't be surprised if I turn people into gearheads. Yeah. It's a niche thing, and
it is.
But the one thing I want to share with you guys is,
but your passion for it, it's what's addictive.
It flies. Yeah, it just goes. It just bleeds through, and it's just so apparent. But one thing I want to share with you,
not to mention the, street light count was always entertaining.
Okay. Anyway, what I meant was because Chris Persia, one of the ambassador tiers. He brought up a good comment in that, people always like seeing fantasy maps. People always like seeing fantasy maps, especially stuff like this. But he said he said it was so surprising seeing a fantasy map in a modern setting, because as people say, this is equivalent of what you would see as a fantasy. What you would see is like a fantasy map for a tabletop or something like that. And I was like, yeah, this just shows how deep the world building I was creating as such, because it does go deep. Because this world does go deep, and it's like, even though it's very niche, that's what I love it, and that's why I'm passionate about it. It's the very reason why it's the very reason why my favorite genre in manga is sports. It's just because reason why I think manga does such an amazing job of taking something that is so very niche and make it compelling. You somehow are invested in it. It's like,
yeah. Mark, do you see Emerald Taurus's comment?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I just, I hope that, I want to see this through, and I want to be able to see this through, regardless if it fails, and I know it's going to fail. I want to see this through anyway. Just because I've seen so many people put their passions out. Put their passions out there. Put it in book form. Put it in physical media. So many campaigns I've seen. The door's been so wide open now, and it's just motivating. Yeah. It's just inspiring to see that, and it's like, because there was always this running gag of, when is Makini going to put a book out? When is everybody's waiting for Makini? Everybody's waiting for me to put something out. It's like, it's got to be. I'm just saying,
first. if you put your black and whites together, you'll have a coloring book waiting to happen.
It's got to be ready first, and it has to be completely ready. And it just takes longer for me to put it together, probably just because of my resources, probably just because I don't. It's just because I want to have something that's completely tangible, ready. Something that's completed. Something that's completely tangible, ready before I can say, I want to start a campaign. I was like, I want to have this fully written out, fully fleshed out. and even fully drawn out before I can say let's turn this into a campaign. Just because I've realized the longer I write, the more I write about this, the more that I cannot contain one single book. It's almost like I could almost see this as an Avatar scenario where each book is each city, each book is each kingdom. That's how deep it goes. It's almost a Game of Thrones. It's almost like an Avatar / Game of Thrones like feel with it, but it's about street racing, and yet
this is becoming an epic saga at this rate.
Yeah, it feels like there's that fantasy element to it. There's a seriously fantasy element behind it, and with the designs, I feel like I've been able to hone in on exactly the not just my skills at drawing vehicles. I feel like I've been able to hone in on exactly the futuristic setting I'm trying to depict, where it feels like that uplifting, positive, almost utopian feel that you would see in a Ridge Racer, but yet it never goes so far. It never goes so far into where it's blatant cyberpunk. It's almost like that happy medium. You're figuring it out. It's like with each design, I'm trying to figure it exactly how to depict this future, and it's kind of depicted in the machines. But even then, I realize it's very character focused. It really is depicting a bond, though. There's a deeper thing. It's ambitious. It's ambitious to say the least. But I feel like I don't feel like I'm wasting my life wanting to flesh this out. I feel like there's purpose, because it's something I'm so personally passionate about that I want to see this through. Even if never comes to fruition, I'll just happy knowing that I was able to at least flesh it out. Spend the rest of my life fleshing it out, You
do realize with both me and Bruce around, we're going to keep on you until you actually bring it to life.
Well, not just you, but probably a lot of other people. Probably a lot of other people in this chat. People in this chat. So.
Hi, Phil.
Hello there.
So if you guys want, listen, if you guys want, in about 2 weeks, I will dedicate at least one Makini in the morning, or at least one stream, to actually attempting to do what I've been doing here in Clip Studio Paint. I'm going to put a warning. It's not going to look good at all. However, on the old on the Makini type R account that I used to have on Twitter before I deleted it, I followed a bunch of automotive artists. I followed a lot of them just because I want to be able to do something like that. And it's like, you break it down, it's like you can pull this off. You can pull this off the same way that you learned doing digital again. So, but yeah, I just want to share that out. That's just, I wanted to share. I figured you guys would want to see that. So yes, to everybody who's been asking, I've been working. I've been slowly working at it. Now, I do need to take Marco's advice seriously. That I need to trademark not the name, but the IP. I do need to have this copyrighted, just in case.
Yep.
That Midnight Rush needs to be copyrighted, or needs to be trademarked, just in case. Because I feel like there's an epic saga there, and I want to see it there. So, anyway, that's it from me. That is today's episode of Makini Live that I felt was much more. I don't know. I feel like we accomplished a lot. I feel like it was much more fruitful. I feel like this is much more, back to what it's supposed to be. or what the show is supposed to be, what the streams are supposed to be. And I think keeping this format, I think, is great. I think keeping this format just works for all of us. So anyway, I gotta eat. I need to eat, and we need to get going. So
yeah, I gotta
anyway, guys.
Too.
All right, first up, Mads. Let's do a quick fire. So let's just make it. Yeah, let's make it quick.
Hey, for the next bit, I am going to be sticking to the afternoons for the art cafe. I do also have a few videos planned. Some things I can fire up quickly and hopefully get out. So stay tuned and watch my stuff.
Yes.
Put on playlists, please.
Yes, we need to get her. We need to get Mads at least. We need to get Mads at least to the point where she can actually start making super chats, not completely monetized, but at least somewhat monetized, right?
Yeah.
And no, it's nothing like Alpha T-Zone Machine. Like Power, it's nothing like that. This is more leaning towards Initial D, straight up.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bruce.
All right. If you like what I have to say, what I talk about, occasionally we do get political on my channel. We get talking about religion too. Bruce Lombardo after the YouTube.com. It's been there for a few years. Tomorrow night, we are discussing the movie Jeremiah Johnson, which we'll be watching tonight in my Discord. And then Saturday, we have our usual every other Saturday 9 hours of tabletop gaming, which I can't wait for because I'm going to probably end up having a half party kill, maybe a total party kill. It just all depends on how the party works.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Now, last but not least, of course, is yours truly. Now, here's what is going to happen. So, I have a time-lapse video on Jitter Bent Miguel from June that is coming out on Tuesday. Tomorrow, right after the show, I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to get started on the voice commentary for page 36 of Maki Sketch Diary, which I'm planning to post tomorrow at 4 p.m. I will have another time lapse. I'm going to try to have another time lapse as well this week. So you're probably going to have at least 3 videos out this week from me. Then, of course, the Sunday video. Now, 2 weeks is, of course, and now in 2 weeks, it will be the return of Makini in the morning. It will likely be either every morning, every weekday morning, or either every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning for 2 weeks. It'll just be for in 2 weeks. So now let's go ahead and bring up. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up Batilia. Batilia, if I can finish Batilia in time just before, which I probably likely will. If I finish Batilia in time, I will add this to the Term X batch for this month for July. So she'll be added to the July batch. She'll be joining, of course, if I can find it. She will be joining these 5 right here. So the Brianna sketch, the Brianna illustration, that's going to be for, we'll just start from the beginning. Philia is going to be for all tiers. Laura is going to be for all tiers. Brianna is going to be for resident tier. Wendy is going to be for representative tier. Chun-Li is going to be for all tiers, as well as, if I can finish her in time, Vitilia will be for all tiers. So there will not be any not safe for work versions this month. Unfortunately, sorry about that, guys, and really have much time to get something together. Now, Term X, Term 11 will start in September. I am taking a month off because I do want to try to see if I can get the commissions going, get started on commissions and such like that. So I will be taking a month off. I might do something in the meantime. I do think that the emojis will probably need a bit of an update. I will need to update the chibi emojis before the end of the season. Season's over and such like that. So just keep an eye out next month. So I'll still be busy as ever. I'm just got a lot of stuff. I'm gonna try to get out a lot of the content I want to try to put out. So You guys have been absolutely just amazing. Thank you guys, everybody, for just incredible support. I cannot believe that. I feel like we should support this, celebrate this more, because for all my channel members, this is the 10th month that we've done. I've done the CSF Nation membership program. This is the 10th month now. And in October is going to be a full year. It's going to mark a full year of us doing this. So to everybody who's been a member ever since the start of my channel, ever since I got monetized, to everyone who's been a member since the beginning, I cannot thank y'all enough. You guys have stuck with me through thick and thin. To all my new members, I can't thank you enough. To everybody who joined and left, I can't thank y'all enough. To everybody who joined, left, and rejoined, I can't thank you all enough. I can't thank you, every last one of you guys. The support has been incredible, and I owe it to all of you. So, from all my heart, thank you all. And like I said, I'm going to add something else to this batch as well, so stay tuned for that. So, guys, if you guys want to take part in the Term 10 batch, you have until the end of the night, Monday. You have until Monday to join the channel and get access to this month's rewards. All need is just your email address, and I will be able to send those out to you. So, guys, you have until Monday. You have until the end. You have until Tuesday. You have until the end of the night, Monday, my time, to join the channel and get access to this month's rewards. So if this is something interesting with you guys want to see the full high resolution, everything I do, become a channel member for as low as $1 a month. Now, one other thing I'm going to add on to this. I am close enough to wanting to expand into either Patreon or Subscribestar as another way you guys can support me. And I know Grumpy is saying Subscribestar, but I am honestly considering Patreon just because I know a lot of people will probably find me there. I know what you're about this. I know what you guys are about to say, but still, we'll see. We'll see. Just stay tuned, guys. I do want to expand out there as another way that you guys can further support me and get access to this member batches that we do here. I mean that. So, all right, guys. Anyway, that's it from me. That is it from me, Bruce, and MamaBear. Guys, thank you all so much for being here. This has been an excellent episode. Please step on that like button, share the stream out. If you guys are brand new, hit that subscribe button. We are working our way to 1,500, and I'm seeing that we're hitting an uptick in subscribers. I appreciate that. Our goal is 1,500 before the end of this year, and if you guys want to support the channel further and get access to exclusive art drops like what you've been seeing, become a channel member for as low as $1 a month. Reminder, you have until the end of Tuesday. You have until the end of Monday night to join the channel if you want to get the July art batches. You have until July 31st. So that is the last day. If you join the channel on Tuesday, you're not taking part in it. You're going to have to take part in the Term 11 batch, will be in September. So I might do both. I might never do both. So anyway, I got work to do. I need to eat. And we got plenty of content. So from Bruce Lombardo, from MamaBear, and myself, I am Makini90, artist, German illustrator. And I thank every last one of you, all the 15 people who've been watching, for tuning in to the greatest Sunday afternoon art show on YouTube, Makini Live. Until next time, take care, much love. And as I always say, never stop drawing. Bye, everyone. Makini Live is filmed before a live studio audience.
Makini Live is a Makini Draws production in association with Channel 90 Television and is distributed by CSF Nation Domestic Television Distribution.